It's a town known for its community spirit. Whitewood, Saskatchewan is hosting an event in size and stature it has never seen before. But it's ready to display to the rest of the province its ability to host the 2019 SaskTel Tankard, and it's coming up next.
Lights are low on this stage, there's a feeling here tonight. Guitar in hand, it's me and the band about to make this place come alive. Hands in the air, we're all right here, bass kicking it with the drums. Step on in, where y'all been, we're about to have some fun. Crowd screaming, come on, let's go. So I say let's get on with the show. Play it loud, stomp it down, get a little rowdy with the crowd. This one goes out to the girl in the front row. N-I-C-O-do-si-do. Bang your head, sing this song, baby in the back with my t-shirt on. This one goes out to you. Can you holler if y'all came to party? Shout it out, 'cause you're here in my house. Yeah, make yourself at home, here in my house.
Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by SaskTel, Viterra, White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, CurlSask, SaskTel Max TV, and Asham Curling Supplies.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to SaskTel Max's live coverage from the 2019 SaskTel Tankard. We're live at the Whitewood Community Center. My name is Sean Joyce. I'm here with Kim Hudson and Susan Lang. We've got C-Event quarterfinal action tonight. The feature game will have Brady Kendel from Saskatoon against Jeff Hartung's Langenburg foursome, and we had Jeff Hartung on last night. Jeff Hartung may be getting tired of playing all the youngsters in this event.
But I think the good news is he's not playing his own kids tonight. He's playing youngsters, but he proved last night they still have enough gas in the tank, and they're experienced, not old. They're the experienced team, and they are the hometown team. So they're going to have the crowd behind them here tonight as well. So big things to come from them.
They do have the crowd behind them, and we've seen the Kendel team before, not as seasoned perhaps as Jeff Hartung himself, but they've had some experience at this event, and they've been playing very well as themselves.
Oh, absolutely. I think Brady Kendel's team is really starting to catch their stride here. Bit of a slow start on game one, but they've had three very strong games in the B event. Lost a real tough one this afternoon to Matt Dunstone, but showed very, very well. Actually, it was sort of partially Jeff's kids. He curled with that front end with Brady's front end last year, so he's very familiar with the front end, but not related. So anyway, we're looking to a really good, strong game tonight because Kendel's team has all the shots.
They certainly do, and we certainly are looking forward to a good matchup. And before we get underway, let's meet the teams in this evening's matchup.
Hi, I'm Brady Kendel, skip of Team Kendel. Our third is Anthony Neufeld, our second is Matt Ring, our lead is Brandon Lipey, and we curl out of the Corona Curling Club in Corona, Saskatchewan.
Hi, I'm Jeff Hartung, skip of Team J Hartung. Our third is Jason Krupski. Our second is Jeremy Chevrier. Our lead is Chad Petrachik, and we curl out of the Langenburg Curling Club in Langenburg, Saskatchewan.
So the teams had a practice session before the game started, and draw to the button to determine who has last rock. We'll keep tabs on all the games as well on this draw. We have a couple of B event games as well. The B semifinal on sheet 1 faces off Josh Height against Matt Dunstone. Matt Dunstone victorious earlier this afternoon against Brady Kendel. On sheet 2, Jason Jacobson against Ryan Dice. That also a C event game, and a rematch from draw 1. Our feature matchup will be on sheet 3, and on sheet 4, B event action between Dustin Kaltoff and Cody Hartung. Draw to the button was won by Jeff Hartung's team. They're throwing the yellow stones, so it'll be Brady Kendel's team throwing the red to get us underway here.
It's not, you're lying.
Come on. Well, let's have some fun, Jeff.
Three? I don't care.
We've had a chance to take a look at both of these teams already.
Yeah, no kidding.
The one difference I suppose we should point out, again, for those who haven't seen them, is that Anthony Neufeld actually calls the game for the Kendel team. He does throw third stones. Brady throws the fourth rocks.
Mine's real nice.
So Brandon Lipey with his opening shot here. Nice tight guard to the rings.
Yeah. Weight's good, eh?
Yeah.
Same as what we've been playing?
I think
Do you
so.
guys feel it's getting better each draw almost?
So we do have the Hartung team coming off a win this morning against Scott Comforts, and we've got the Kendel team coming here off a great game, but a loss. Just playing Matt Dunstone in the draw before.
Even though that was a loss, I think the Kendel team can take a lot from that game. That they played the #1 team in the province here and stayed with them right to the very end and made them throw a lot of tough shots. So I think they can take the positives from that they played very well, and they just have to keep doing what they're doing and stay alive in the C event.
Steel lights.
A little more for sure.
Right away. Yep. Gotta go line hard.
Say, Jeff Hartung, although these aren't his family members out here, they're all very close and tight. The front end actually played with Jeff last year, but they all go back a long way because they curled their juniors with Tyler Hartung and ended up, and Jeff was their coach. So everybody here knows everybody and fully aware of all the capabilities of the team. So it's still going to be fun to watch Jeff. Say probably he's got a little bit more veteran experience out there.
Line good, guys. Weight's real good. Got curl.
Okay, it's all there.
No line.
Room.
It's good. It's coming down.
No line yet.
You win.
Whereabouts?
Go to the yellow, Jeff.
Oh, I think we are anyways.
4 foot.
Jason.
Yep.
Get ready. Go, Chevy.
You're there.
Go, Chevy. Go. Whoa.
Okay, Jed.
Okay.
Yeah. 2-3, yeah.
Well, apparently both teams came to play tonight. We've got the first 4 rocks in play.
Yeah, pitter patter, let's get at her.
Yeah.
For those of you
Pretty
who
quick here,
might have
so-
been with us on CurlSask.ca this afternoon, this is the same sheet we were on, and it started out a little bit heavier in this afternoon's game. This game looks like the draw weight is a little more like what the teams have been used to.
And it certainly had a bit more curl than what we have been seeing. I mean, everything's been swinging, but it's even more pronounced this afternoon.
Just rubs that stone at the top of the 8-foot. We'll hang around for a bite at the back 12.
Yeah. Didn't roll off this one over here.
Yeah, we like that better,
I like
I think.
You guys like that better?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hackish or so?
You just hack.
Yeah.
Jeremy Chevrier now,
It's late. So soft. Yep.
the intern, looking to get the hit and roll undercover, and you can get 3 buried this early in the end. Likely see the Kendel force and have to start bailing a little bit. Well, there's some of that curl we saw in the last game. Might have been just a little light for hack weight as well.
Okay, that's fine then.
Does sit 3 for the time being.
Quarter rock. Feel like normal? Whatever you like, yep. Yeah, normal. I just don't want to go over the top and roll out, so.
So second man, Nat Ring, actually works at the CurlSask office. He's in charge of market development, youth development, doing a fabulous job with clinics and getting curling clubs exciting about developing the sport.
Gets a little more curl than they were looking for there as well. Makes the hit, goes across the second stone, and shooter goes all the way across to the edge of the 12-foot.
What are you thinking?
Hi. We're coming around.
Well, I mean, be careful.
He runs that.
Yeah, but you're laying 3 in behind there if you come around. Okay.
This is usually the point in the end where Kim says she doesn't think we're going to see a blank.
Fourth game of the day, I'm getting so much smarter.
Line only! Line only! Line's gonna be tight! Really hard! Hard line!
They are going to have to go on this one to get by the guard. It's not going to get by.
Hard! Hard, Chad, hard! Weight wasn't bad.
Well, it certainly doesn't appear to be as heavy at the start of this game as it was in the draw this afternoon, but that extra curl does seem to be there.
Yeah,
seen a
still
few
in
rocks over
existence.
curl already.
You could see where Brady was trying to sweep that front red rock open just a little bit more after that little bump tap, just in case he needed it for a run-in, but asking Tony Neufeld here to draw in and sit in on top of these 2 yellows.
Line's good. Line's good. Don't lose it. Yep. Yep. Hard. Can't hurt it. Hard. 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 Keep going. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Here's a nice shot.
Oh, how quickly an end can turn around. Just a couple of shots ago we were talking about perhaps Brady Kendel having to bail out. Jeff Hartung in a little trouble now.
Yeah, there's a lot of red rocks laying around.
You have to.
I like tapping it to the tee. Just tap it a few inches.
Yeah.
Speed's good here, Jay.
Okay.
So now we have third man Jason Krupski from Whitewood here. The town is just thrilled having a rep here out on the Tankard ice.
Like room for
Certainly
four.
brought the crowd in with Landenberg just up the road here
Ducky.
and Jason here in town.
Pretty heavy, Jeff.
Lots of
Way
support.
over. Never.
Yeah, I was talking to Jason earlier. He's pretty excited to be playing in a
Really heavy.
Tankard in his hometown.
Chevy.
Yep.
Hard, Chevy.
Go. Go, Chevy, go. Go. Back. Keep going back. Keep going back.
Weight
Keep
wasn't
going.
too far off of what he
Wait,
asked for.
wasn't
Jeff
bad.
just wanted a bit of a
Not
tap,
terrible
but
for
Yeah.
tapping, no.
Well, yeah, we had to move.
Didn't get the curl they were looking for there, and wanting to bring it back so they didn't leave an extra pocket back there.
I really like it. Yeah, I think
Tuck a
there,
piece.
if line's real tight, we can take it there. You like that? Yeah. Top 12 even. Okay. Touch left. Field tone. 3. Yeah, you gotta go. Top 12. Gotta go line 2. Line's good. Line's good. 3. Yep. Yep. Hard. 3. Top 12. Top 3. 3. Whoa. Whoa. A shot. Good. Shot.
Oh, what do we do?
Good pair, Tony. Excellent.
yes, this end certainly changed very quickly. One miss and one great shot, and all of a sudden it's Jeff Hartung in some difficulties here.
Yeah, now what?
And no angles that worked for him either.
Nope.
3 stones in front. You can maybe get 2 of them. You're still going to have a guard on that shot stone. What Jeff's looking at, make the double on the 2 reds that you see there, the one just outside of the rings and the one that was just delivered. You actually might get that one to come across, maybe take one of those reds out of the side as well. Or even jam on that. That might give you something high enough to play an in off.
So a big shot here already for Jason. Just to even give Jeff a shot.
Yeah,
That's
trying
something.
to clear some room here.
Clean. Clean. Good. Boy,
Very
Jay.
nice shot by Jason.
It's a good throw. Nice shot, Jay.
I like here, I think. Okay. Stop ball.
That's the trouble. Very nice shot, but
Yeah, ice is nice and fast.
didn't give you a whole lot. I mean, it does. There's only one guard out front, but
Well, and it's yellow. He could run
Yes.
it back.
Same spot as Tony's, pretty much. Yeah, same spot. Hair deeper, maybe. I'd like to be like full 12. Yeah, a couple of just to make the runner a little longer. Okay, so it's real quick. So 20, 25 is okay then?
Last year was the first time we saw Brady at the Tankard, and he was in the skip position. And where he's won his 4 junior titles, Saskatchewan titles, he was always at lead. So it was a really big transition for him, but he handled it really well and stayed throwing 4 drops, but happy to have Anthony helping out calling the game.
Top eight. Yep. Top eight. Top eight. Whoa. Yep. Not. Finish. Hard. Touch out of there, Jeffy. Did you move it? Or?
Well,
a little bit, yeah.
Maybe those guys saw.
Probably wasn't much, but I did.
Okay. They could show us on the tube.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Probably ask Jeff where he thinks it should be moved and back to the rock pile there.
Yeah, and he's asking us, and I do think it moved, but
it did move, but they
straight
moved
back.
it back already.
Yeah, I think it's pretty close to where it is.
Yeah.
Where it was.
Not a lot else. Even longer, Jay. Even top. Even.
I'm sure
even
Jeff was
top
hoping
8
it was about 3
isn't
inches
bad.
further over to the left.
Give me some more, Jay.
But,
Give me some more.
nope.
Even top 8, so we can chisel something in there with my last.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Are we one?
No.
They are?
They are, yeah. What's the speed like there, guys?
I think it's,
Just a hair draggy, or are we good here now?
I think we're good.
Even
Yeah.
top 8 is
Okay.
good. So what do you want, 0?
I think so.
Yeah, I think zero's
Yeah.
top 12, top 8. I got over
Line's
3.
good. Chad in.
Really good.
Chad. I'm down.
Line's good. Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
Gotta go for line.
Go for 8, too.
Touch it's okay. I don't mind that touching it.
So of course he doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else we get in there?
Wait was fine.
now,
this
Just don't know if it was that little drag here for speed or
Or
if
what,
Jeff,
to give us
Jeff
one
just
again?
came up a little bit light.
doesn't it jam here and it's that one's still shot? You guys ever like that?
No, I don't think so.
No? Guard?
I think just, yeah. Sure, guard. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
just
it's the situation here
right
for
on the
Brady
center
Kendall.
line.
If
Just touch
you
center.
don't throw this, he's probably going to give you one.
Yeah.
So just don't do anything that gives him a shot.
And what
Talking about the
exactly are
guard,
you
you
guarding?
don't really need to guard
Yeah.
anything. But what's he got?
You might be able to.
That's it.
Well, the runner is kind of nice for him. Could be. So just touch center, yeah.
Okay.
Like 10 feet less.
Two.
Gotta move.
2. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. 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 Good. Shot.
Well, if they were worried about the run, they end up close to corner frozen on the yellow. There be no angle there to get any kind of a run back.
No, he's just tall.
Jeff Hartung taking a quick look to see if he could even see the pin.
I think Jeff needs like a 95.
Just would have to just chisel by that red and then maybe pick right at the end.
You need to touch more.
Especially if you're going that little bit wider.
Yeah. And then when it grabs that curl, it just comes down.
Yeah, I like the speed of that too.
Yeah.
Okay. A little more gas.
I got a
Really
85.
I 90.
What'd you get?
90.
Wait.
Are you hot?
Yep.
I think we are, yeah.
Stay close.
Yep.
It's coming.
Yeah, it'll come
It's
down.
coming. Chevy, if
Oh, it's there. It's there.
Jeff Hartung with his
Oh,
final
good try,
stone. Didn't have much to look at.
I could have probably thrown the same.
Chance to practice the draw at least. Comes to the back 8, but it is a steal of 1 for Brady Kendel here in the first end.
What did we get there? 95?
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
White Ice, the ice paint people, set out to develop a very specific ice paint product that would satisfy the needs of the professional ice maker in both hockey and curling. White Ice was successfully formulated and tested, and distribution began in 1988 and has since expanded their line of products and services to meet the needs of today's professional ice makers. White Ice is distributed by Eastside Paint and Wallpaper in Saskatoon, who is also a signature Benjamin Moore paint dealer. White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, defining the game.
Well, as we mentioned off the start, 4 games going here tonight, and we will try to keep you up to date on all of this action. A couple of B-event semis and some elimination games here tonight. Susan and Kim have our first update for us.
I'm with everybody else waiting to see what the official puts up for the scoreboard. I didn't see the first end out there at all, but that is a B semi-final game, so massive impacts out there.
And it was a big 2 points here, actually. Nice start for the Dice team playing against Jason Jacobson. This is a C game over here. And it was a blank end over on sheet 4, which is the other B game here, Keltoff versus Hartung. A million rocks in play, though, here in the second end. But so far, 0-0.
And it's a 1-0 Matt Dunstone lead in the second end.
We'll finish. Yep. Stop curling at the end, hey? Go corner or around?
We'll go around.
Oh, I'll go around. Okay, guys, I'll try to give you. Yeah. Deep on both of them last time. So give it to you here. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so for weight, eh? No?
No, weight's good. Weight's there.
Got room yet?
room.
We got line.
Lots of room.
You win.
No.
Tons of room.
Go, Chevy. Go, buddy.
Yeah, hard.
Keep going.
Hard.
Get some cover. Good.
Good weight, Chad. Forward? Yeah.
Like come around, does get to the 8-foot, but only about a quarter behind cover, so a chance to make a play on it.
Little firm! Little big!
Oh. Close.
Brandon Lampy
Yep.
looking to tap this through. This is really curling early. Early and hard. Not able to get by the front stone.
Probably knew I was gonna, should have.
Yeah. Try to give you the same.
So chance now for the Hartung team to try to establish something on the corner.
Might be a little sticky.
Not worried about guarding that stone in the middle. They'd like to get the play away from there.
Gotta go!
A little sticky here, that's all.
So just a guard.
Yeah,
Just
go,
a
go,
guard.
go, go.
Just a guard. It's fine. Okay.
It's a good second outcome. It's a hard part to get your rock, your rock spread apart there when the first one's on the center line like that.
Yeah, corner guard's just fine there too. It's hard to split the rings and hold it for another 7 shots.
I thought a corner guard would actually have been the right call there. It's still only the 4th stone at the end. We saw Tony Neufeld go out, signal for the peel, and then they realized they couldn't.
Can't do that.
So they nose hit that. Now you make the hit and roll behind the cover, or even just straight draw. You get to use your corner guard.
Okay. It's normal.
Easy.
Whoa! It's up. Pretty firm.
Never. Never, 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 never.
Sorry, boys. That's hard.
Really big, yeah.
Hit the butt.
Touched the other red, but not enough to keep him in play. Will be out the back, and just like that, I expect the corner guard will be gone.
Yep.
Oh, clean.
Matt Ring looking to peel this out.
Yep. Hurry.
Makes the hit, does roll the shooter out of play.
Now you go in. We're tight, I guess.
It's the guard.
Jeff looking now for the corner guard on the other side.
Good.
Yeah, he's good. We can go a bit.
Hey, he's real
Take
good.
a look, boys.
Keep it as
Real
close
good,
as you
yeah, we're
can.
good.
It's moving really hard. Keep it there. Keep it there. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Real nice, wait.
Whoa.
Where's the middle line?
Boys, Chevy. A little bit, yeah.
Brady Kendel now in the house as Anthony Neufeld throws the 3rd stones for this team. Another peel, and maybe we'll see one more corner guard, but I'd be surprised if he throws a second one.
Other side?
Yeah, going guard.
Wait, no, you're good.
No, I got there.
Yeah, I got there too.
I got all there. All there.
Nothing out of the brushers. They might feel this is all the way into the house.
So full T for in, or?
No. Sit down.
I don't think it's stopped.
No, but
Go, Chad. Go, Chad. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that'll take the guesswork out of it. I think we'll just
Why
see
don't-
shot for shot here.
Clean. Whoa. Shot.
There, Tony.
Come on, Jay. Normal.
Well, certainly an end. They can pick up some time on the time clock, expecting a few more ends to get a little messier and more intriguing. It's always nice to have one of these where you can sort of bank a couple of minutes.
You could play for the nose hit here. You wouldn't be in the rings, but it would be too tight for Brady Kendel to try and come around it. Of course, as I'm trying to speculate on what might happen, he's going to roll out. No, he's right there.
Jeff didn't sound the happiest about it.
Sounded like he was flashing.
You like Peel?
Came up a bit.
Yeah, we're off. Yeah, I thought so too, maybe.
Brady Kendel now will look to peel this out. Doesn't want to keep his shooter there. Wanted to make sure he hit it, and just about went by. Gets the double on those two stones, and biter might get a biter out of that.
I think he did. Close enough to hit it anyway.
Close enough you wouldn't want to ignore it and find out with the biter stick that it was in. So Jeff Hartung will make a play on this stone.
Probably. Yeah, he'd drop off.
Failing is,
And he'd love to roll just far enough to just nibble the rings.
I got it.
Okay. I'll just keep it crisp out there.
Yep.
Yeah. You guys.
I wondered how long we'd have to wait before we
Talked about the potato
talked
chips.
about it being crisp.
Roll, Chevy.
It's been crisp outside all day.
Roll it, Chevy,
Yeah.
a wee bit.
Yeah, we were pretty happy when it warmed up to -30.
Good sweep.
Wasn't bad in the sun.
Don't play into it.
It was a dry cold.
Just tighten up. Okay, normal.
Nice shot by Jeff Hartung. Seems like a simple thing, but
Peel.
he did get just the thin little bite, so Brady Kendel has to be careful how he plays this if he wants to roll this into the rings and make Jeff at least have to throw at it for the blank. Interesting that Brady choosing to play the other turn this time.
It's good.
Okay, it's fine.
Makes it easy for Jeff.
Nothing in play. Jeff will just pick a spot that he'd like to see.
But as you say, it's nice when Jeff stayed there for his first shot. He's still dictating the play then, you know, in the
Yep.
sense that giving Brady an open shot to force the blank. So, you know, it's a bonus with Brady rotaling out, and Jeff just gets to throw through, gets to learn another piece of the ice. But again, he decided what shot Brady was going to throw, and not Brady.
Made Brady think about it. If Brady hits that on the nose, Jeff doesn't have to throw because it'll be out of the rings. So Brady's playing for the roll. As it turns out, he rolls all the way out of the rings, and Jeff gets
Didn't it?
a fairly routine blank. Just throw this one through.
But they're watching it. They're checking this line out.
He didn't throw the big peel. He threw something that he might have to throw later on, and they watched it all the way down. He gets the blank in. Nothing on the board here in the second. Brady Kendel continues with a 1-point lead.
Totally my first time. I'm very excited. Don't worry, we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna practice, and then we're gonna actually play games. Really? Yeah. Awesome.
Not better. Could be even better.
Want to try it and have some fun? Hurry hard to your local curling center or visit CurlSask.ca to find a curling center near you.
Well, we're still finishing up the second end here. 12 of 14 rocks are currently in play. Can't tell from the body language who's got shot rock down there, but Matt Dunstone still has one more to go, as does Josh Height.
Well, Jason Jacobson answered the 2 that he gave up to Dice in the first end with a deuce of his own. So that game is tied up 2-2, playing 3. And in an end that saw a ton of rocks in play, all that was scored was Cody Hartung with 1 point in the second. So 1-0. Hartung over Kaltoff, playing 3.
So here we are getting a look at the sheet 1 here, the Dunstone Josh Height game. So it looks red. Josh just angle raised that one in on the button. That was over on the side 12 foot. There's a stack of rocks there, and Josh just played a really nice tap weight, bounced that red one right into that button area. Not sure who's second or third shot, but that's what Matt Dunstone is facing on his last one. Josh has hammer.
And I can't tell with that room placement. Is Josh just, pardon me, is Matt just playing a guard, perhaps?
I was just going to ask, what is he playing?
Well, it's one of those ends. It started to build up. Kelly Knapp was looking at 2 stones. Or sorry, yeah, Kelly Knapp, and he racked on a guard. And then Brock Montgomery made just a pistol of a draw to get them out of trouble. Braden was not able to follow it up, and that's how this end really started to build. Braden the third.
So it was a guard attempt by Matt Dunstone to take away what I assume they think was the easiest run back.
And this is basically the same place where Josh had made that first angle tap up. So they know this portion of the ice.
There's a good look at it from this camera angle. What he's looking at, if you could drive the red outside of the rings, just behind the stone Brock Montgomery had his broom on, you might be able to clip that, or you do it the other way, onto that red stone onto the one in the top half of the button.
Yeah, you have a few options this way.
Yeah. And it looks like it would be for as many as 3. I don't see any way he's getting any more than 3 out of it, unless... Is he 4th shot at the front already?
Probably.
That's close. We don't have an overhead there, but just based on the amount of white we can see underneath the rocks, those 2 would be very close. There's another look at it. Still hard to tell who's got 4th shot at the front of the 8-foot. If you were sure you had 4th, you could play this red directly onto the red at the side of the button, kick the yellow out the back,
yeah,
and
3.
That's for, well, it could be for 4.
Well, if your shooter sticks, yeah.
Yeah, because you're not going to throw it that hard, I wouldn't think.
Well, it's good they're taking their time and looking at all of the various possibilities, because you don't usually get a chance for multiples.
These guys
and we
back
can
a
see
little
the end
ways
building
here.
up back here on our feature game also.
I think back 4-ish.
You guys like running?
What do you like, Jay?
Jeff with the throw through length, so.
You want to run that? Not really?
No.
Okay.
But Kendel sitting very nicely with that red corner frozen on the yellow back 4-foot stone.
Yep.
Hasn't got short.
That's soft.
Light. Short.
Gotta go wait.
Whoa. Yep. Keep going.
Boys.
Keep her going.
The one thing about what we were looking at on sheet 1, Josh Height had some time issues in the past. And they've used a lot of time on this shot.
Oh. Okay, not horrible.
Brother here or high? Yeah. Like right there, yeah. Are they side by side? Yeah. Okay. I think right in the pocket.
Yeah, or a guard's fine too.
Yeah.
Hard for us to tell which way they're looking at playing the angled run-in, but regardless, it is the little angle tap that he's playing.
It's pretty good too.
Not able to get it by the top one.
I'm not sure who shot in there.
No, it could be 2 already for all I could tell.
I saw Braden motion
They were
something,
like a
but
4, 3, 3.
Not measuring any of the stones.
Guard.
We'll have to wait for that to go up on the board to know what happened.
just usually it's the scoring team that waves to the official and gives them the point.
Pick, eh?
Pick.
I think we had an unfortunate pick on our sheet.
Got to jiggle. Got to jiggle it, yeah. They're locked right now.
I think that's the best option.
Yeah.
What do you like a nice back line-ish?
So it turned out it was a single point for Josh.
Back line, eh?
So 1-1 for Matt Dunstone playing the third. And Matt has the hammer.
I got pretty warm.
Weight's good.
Not light.
It's pretty close, Jeff.
Clean.
We're probably hack.
Whoa.
Hold it.
Whoa. We can carom it off the other a little bit.
No.
Carom it off the other one. Get ready on this one, Chad. Easy.
Okay.
That's good.
Well, that works pretty good too.
Yeah, how's that?
Well, their solid right now is this, right?
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Just hitting it off the top one.
We're just drawing to here.
Straw there.
I think it's a little dangerous, so
Do you like hitting that though? Like this?
When I was looking at, that's the one that can hurt you.
Yeah.
Whatever you like the best. I mean, we're set up pretty good. We just kind of
I
have to
think
take that away,
Anthony
right?
pointed that one out
Whatever's
there.
the best way to take that away.
I think just top that a little bit.
Yeah, don't like just like
or just straight there.
Like back 4 max.
Okay.
I think there though.
You get to the board if you want.
There?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could.
Or you like more?
No, I like that.
So they're just playing to sit in on top of that, or they're just trying to open up a little space?
For frozen on it, it's pretty good.
Trying to get the inside bit.
Yeah. I think you're there.
Just top 4! Top 4!
T!
Line's really good.
Back 4!
Whoa!
Line's close.
Yeah, close, yep.
Hair heavy!
Yep.
Hair heavy!
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa! T!
Lipes a bit, lipes a bit.
Comes down, nudges that situation in the forefoot just a little bit and sits on top.
You run that yellow now. That's the only way you get red going this way.
I like that.
That's what we like. That's the only way you get it.
Right to
out.
there. That's really the shot.
I really
Push it
like
to there.
Yeah, I do too.
Hey.
You like it, Jay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That damn thing's a mess. You like that?
Yeah. I do.
What kind of speed are you giving me?
Well, what do you want? What do you need there?
You can be back here.
Back line? Okay.
So wanting to move this, but leave the red back there to
I'd like to just
keep things a
push
little
it in
congested.
there and not just move this to there.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
probably what, back line?
Okay.
Well, and the other side of that wants to,
Yeah.
the rock that he's promoting, he wants to keep it in the forefoot. He could play it with a hit. Just try
Well,
to
that's
pick
right,
that out of
yeah.
there, but you'd never keep that
No,
raised
you
stone in the
shoot.
forefoot.
Yeah.
Well, and just by playing backline weight too, your shooter's going to stay up there and
keep
not
the
roll
shooter
away,
in
and
usable
that's going to come
position,
in
too.
handy again.
Yeah.
Weight's good.
Got a little light.
Pretty good.
Hard.
Yeah, gotta go line. Line's a little tight!
Gotta go.
Gotta go for line!
Really hard. Really hard, Chad. Really hard. Keep it straight.
Told the curling, the weight was great.
The weight's light. The weight's really light for what they called.
Pretty good weight. Just,
Yeah, they just had to
They
stay
were-
on the high side.
But they kept their rock there. It's there for the next time.
Got nothing on that side.
You gotta guard that.
Yeah.
I think you're just
Like on the A.
higher or on the A?
I think on the A.
Okay.
Tony Neufeld not wanting to lead in that shot again. We'll look to guard it here.
Hold it out there, Lipes. 2. Yep, hard Lipes.
Keep going.
Right on the 8. Right on the 8.
Keep going. Hard Lipes. Hard, buddy.
Whoa.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Go bounce, go bounce, go bounce, go bounce.
You're okay.
That's good.
Nose. That red one right on the nose. Run it right into here. Right into here, and it'll stay here, and that should stay guarded with your shooter. It's either that or this. It's either that or that. This one disappears as well.
This one's really, really thin.
Well, it is real thin.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting
Do that.
messy.
Run that in. See?
They're on?
Run that in right on the, basically just a hair center line side, peel away.
Yeah, red, yellow.
Yeah. A little low on your side, eh?
Double run.
Yep.
Sure.
You're in?
Well, Jason Krupski with one rock here could change the entire complexion of this end.
Go, go, buddy. Really hard. Whoa.
Makes the hit, runs it back.
Really good.
Just enough to clip the red. And boy, that raised stone after it jiggled around the tree came right back up to the front.
Yeah. Sitting
Grabs a
up
bite of
yellow.
the button, and
Nice shot.
yellow sits 2.
Oh, and the hometown crowd loved that shot.
You can get there,
Big
yeah.
round of applause.
I don't hate that. It's probably easier.
Can you draw in there?
What's that?
Can you draw in there?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's easiest.
I like that.
I like that, yeah.
Like there?
Yeah.
Looking at throwing the in-turn draw.
He could play the tap on the red as well. We'll take one more look at this. It said they needed to hit it just a hair on the center line side, and there you can see just that little bit of angle, enough to clip that stone out.
Or, yeah, shouldn't
The
bounce
bonus,
it?
I guess, for the Hartung team is all the yellows stayed in the ring somewhere, and
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been
that's
so straight
the
back.
issue here. Is Brady Kendel could play the tap, that red onto the yellow that are frozen, but
20?
with all those yellows around, you don't want to break that freeze because
It's helping you right
yeah,
now.
it's cutting out all those other yellows.
Whoa. T right now. Back four. Whoa. Close. Wait's good. Wait's good. Wait's it. Hard. 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 Hard.
Got to get by the top one first.
Hard.
And now let it curl by.
Oh, great shot.
Just like that.
Got that one auger in there.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Oh, what do we got?
I don't know.
Yellow onto red, onto red.
Yellow onto red, onto red.
Yeah, there's
Well,
a
we
bit of an
got much
angle
else.
involved in it, but
Yeah.
Red on an angle and pick it. That works too.
Ah.
Yeah.
Which shot do you like the best? This has got better odds, I think, of making this without
The
hurting
yellow
us.
one, if anything, Jeff.
Yellow onto red, onto red?
I think the yellow on the red, no?
Yeah, I like it.
I think that's your
I
best.
do too.
Just catch it low.
Right in there.
Okay.
Bounce it out of there.
Well, they just did see this line.
Oh man,
This
he
is
was
just
playing
where
to
Jason
tap
threw.
the other rock. What do you do?
Really hope that you don't go yellow, red, yellow.
I like this angle better
Yeah.
than the
I think
other
you
one.
Yeah.
Catch
we
it low.
can just catch the back edge of this.
Take shooter.
Okay. Just a pinch, not much. Take it easy.
Whoa!
Whoa!
No, no, no,
Whoa.
no, no. Me? Yeah.
Hard, Chevy.
Hard, Chevy.
Hard.
Okay, that's fine.
On the wrong side of the yellow, but does peel the 2 guards. Now his shooter stays in front of the red and the 12
Actually
foot.
not bad.
Right here?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Brady looking at throwing the guard.
Just a touch.
Is like Sastel sign good?
Just a touch.
Yeah.
We only had to curl
Yeah, a
about
little
2
higher.
more inches,
Yeah.
eh?
Go to center.
Yeah. Right on the center line. Is that the ice he gives you for center guards?
If anything, I hear more. Like, he gives me a hair more.
Think mine will curl like yours?
Should.
We can show him the outside. We can show him your side.
Yeah.
That should be good.
Okay. 25, 30?
25, 30, yeah. 25.
Brady Kendel with his final stone here now in the 3rd end. He's got a 1-point lead, sitting shot on the button.
How much? 2. Sastel. Let me hair deeper. 3. Hair deeper.
One's close.
3. No, Sastel.
Whoa.
Hair deep.
No. Close.
Hair deeper.
Yep. 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 Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Boy, 2 nice stones by the skipper here.
Just question is, which one is Jeff Hartung going to try to run in?
Yeah.
Want to cross it?
Yeah.
That's really risky, boys.
Not really.
Well, you shouldn't give him 2.
You'd have to
If
touch
you-
this
if
a
you crack
fraction of
that
an
one-
inch to do that. We're chopping it in here.
Okay.
It's the best.
Yeah,
that's
I
the
see it.
best way to throw it.
I see it. Yeah. What are you thinking about here?
Pretty good, Jay.
Just a little high, eh?
I like that.
So running the one they just threw, running the red in. Jason taking a good look at it.
Nice thing is they've got 2nd and 3rd. And I agree with Jeff. I don't see there's any way you could run this in and give up 2 because you're not going to kill both yellows. He's close.
Get it out of there.
Oh,
that
well done. Might even be
Almost.
2.
Almost for 3.
For 3.
Definitely looks like it's 2.
Think so.
2 for sure.
Go, buddy.
Good enough.
Take a quick look around the outside. We know it's 1 for sure. Looks like 2.
Just over curled by like a half an inch would be an absolutely. Would you get 2 or 3?
Close, Jay?
Oh, I don't know. I'm thinking it's red, but I better have another look.
It's always hard when it's in the middle of the white and there's
Measure
nothing
if
to
it's
go
close.
by.
Okay, yeah, we'll measure.
So
So
measuring.
they're going to put the stick by it.
I'd see red, but
It is. Yeah.
We got a little
Well,
lucky. We just
got a little
over curled about a 3/4 of an inch. And then kissed and then grazed that.
Actually, the way it ended up, I'd say you undercurled by about 32nd of an inch. You move that red just a little bit farther, and it's 3.
And you got your 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this a pinch tight, you think? I thought I threw it real good.
You had to ice it to make it, though.
Yeah,
Right?
no, I agree.
Like you had to,
But I mean, hey,
You're
when they
right.
come augering in there and froze that, that was bullshit too, in a sense, because they weren't playing. You guys think it's?
I think it's red. Yeah.
Oh, it's red for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not even going to touch the yellow stone, so it is 2 points for Jeff Hartung. They will take the lead. Brady Kendel will have last rock back when we return.
Dream big in full color with Apple and SaskTel on Saskatchewan's favorite networks.
Asham Curling Supplies.
Superior fit, comfort, and performance. Asham curling shoes are the best we've ever used.
Hi folks, I'm Arnold Asham, and our product is always satisfaction guaranteed or your money back.
Asham Curling Supplies.
That's your best delivery of the day.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Watching Josh Height's last shot here, trying to get the double on Dunstone's 2 rocks there. Just gets by his front one, and it's a really nice double. Looks like that front little biter is in, so Matt Dunstone shooting at that one to get aim for his blank. Knows hit will do it, so will the row out. There were a lot of rocks
casual,
in play
so
at
I
one
think
point.
they are just playing this like it's a blank. There's that yellow stone at the back that looks like it could be close for a bite or two. And now Braden's going to take a look at that one.
Take a look at that one.
Because if you think that's in, you play this hit and roll in and maybe get 2 here. I wouldn't be surprised to see them pull out the biter stick.
Well, if that's the case, then that makes Josh's double even more important.
Well, he's playing this for a nose hit for the blank now. Are they going to bring out the biter stick to see if that's in? If I'm the Josh Height foursome, I wouldn't mind getting a force that way.
So like a lot of their ends, once upon a time, there were quite a few rocks in play, and then 2 shots later, where the end gets a little bit simpler.
Then there's not.
Should dig. Just watch it.
So we see the hard.
They are waiting for the official over there, so they have called for the measurement. We'll let you know how that works out.
You'll see there the Jeff Hartung team puts their rock in the middle of the top house. Kendel through the corner guard.
That's good.
I got a little less.
So Tim Babe has been a very busy person here, having to measure on the Hartung sheet, and it looks like the 6-foot biter cleared through, so it is the blank.
Give it time. Curl.
Make sure we get tight.
Give it time. I mean, you could go there too. Or whatever. Okay, Chad.
They're hoping that stone would stay out for the rings, but it just comes in for a bite.
Yeah. Higher.
They wanted that to stay out of the rings because they were afraid Tony Neufeld might look for the double here. He's playing the corner guard anyway. Brandon Leppi.
You have to go finish a little. Finish.
Trying to play the high corner on the tighter one he threw with his first stone.
Hard. Hard. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's good. That's perfect.
Tight guard, eh?
Okay, nice.
Just wait only, guys. Wait only.
Real good.
We're tight.
Yeah, real nice, Jeff.
Line's fine.
Okay,
Real
easy,
nice.
easy.
We're tight. We're real tight. We're to the other one.
Not quite. Sit.
Whoa.
Wait. Thank you.
Did you play that side? Did you play that?
This way?
That's good.
Hair off, nose and roll. That's a little heavy. Like hair off, nose.
This way, right? Okay.
Good thing about the younger Hartung boys on the sheet right beside Jeff. Jeff tends to watch their game a little bit. You can see what's going on all over.
For sure.
Yeah. Matt Ring throwing the peel here.
Can get rid of a couple of the yellow stones. Just jams the first one, spins it into the 12-foot.
We got the double there now.
Peel high one.
Where do you throw center?
You don't like that, dude.
Jeff sort of has to think about this one now. I don't think he was thinking he was going to have 2 yellow rocks to work with here.
You don't like peel? You guys don't like
You want to peel the high
Well,
one?
and he doesn't really have a center anymore.
Yeah. Want to peel the high one or?
He makes
Actually,
double
really, I really do like that, yeah.
That or we're going hard for some scoring.
Yeah.
Clean. Yep.
Clean.
Yep. Good. Should good.
Yeah, I like that. That's good call, Dick.
Great call.
Sure.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Make the peel. Now Tony Neufeld asking for the hit and
Flopping on
roll
top.
in front of Shot Rock.
It's that sort of defense that we've seen Jeff play most of his games. You know, had the opportunity to put some pressure on there with the center guard or something like that, but go for the force. But Jeff has sort of made his living, his curling living here with a more defensive-oriented game.
Yeah, it was
Normal, Jay.
It was a tough situation after that second yellow got spun in. You couldn't really guard both of them. There was a double available, albeit a thin one. He looked at maybe playing a tap. But I don't think Jeff ever looked certain, and then the call that came down from the other end. Do you like the peel?
Sure.
I really do, I think is what he said. I really do like that.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yep, Chad. Go.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Real nice.
Not the double.
Like that?
That's better.
Yeah, I think so.
That's nice.
It's too tight there.
Been overthrowing a lot.
Yep.
Good throw, Jay.
I like peel.
Peel?
Yeah.
There.
Anthony Neufeld looking for the double.
Yeah.
Does get both yellows to leave the rings. Shooter stays for a tight corner guard.
Are we peeling or is it on?
Peeling.
Peel it.
Peel.
Peel
Yeah,
it.
just peeling it out.
Nice.
Clean. Yep. Hard.
Makes the hit, comes across, gets the second red, and the shooter will roll to the divider as well. So now nothing in play.
So where do you want to go?
No, let's clean one up. Don't matter. I like cleaning one up like that. It's good. I like the call on the peel too.
Yeah.
We start pushing stuff around. There's a corner on the one side.
yeah,
When you
that's
guys
what we
mentioned
thought.
that, I really like that too. Good idea.
On its own, Brady.
What do you got?
Well, sliding through the back will give Jeff Hartung a chance to practice his draw weight.
I think the numbers staying the same. Doesn't really matter.
I don't want to throw a light. Give Jeff a good opportunity for 3-1.
Yeah, exactly.
They
They're
peeled
on
anyway.
the smart
Yeah,
side
guarded
there.
motion.
Yeah, 3 flat. Yeah, I think
Double
we
O.
like.
That double O is good.
It is, Ray. So
Yeah.
just like the draw to the button.
Pretty well, yeah.
Virtually.
That's what you threw on the button, so.
Is that what it was?
Yep, that's what I had.
Yeah.
Close to it.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
a little light.
Really nice.
I think we're all right.
It's really nice. It's all yours.
Good, guys.
Easy.
Right to the button.
Got too wide.
Yeah, it's fine. A little bit. Yep.
Whoa.
Oh, we're there. We are all there. Nice way, Jeff.
Jeff Hartung with his draw on the corner of the button.
29.
Now Brady Kendel will simply try to exchange stones, and it'll be his turn to try to blank an end.
Yep. Whoa.
Clean.
Yep. Clean.
We're so used to having animated curlers out here.
Yeah, it's pretty.
The Kendel team's a little more chill.
Yeah, along with the Hartung team as well.
They're not quite as vivacious. Jeff does a little chit-chatting for us all, but other than that, it's...
Well, the fact that it's wide open, there's really not too much to say or get animated about.
No, these players all know what their job is right now.
Yeah.
Yep. A little bit. Whoa. Okay.
Jeff Hartung looking for a little roll to maybe change the shot up for Brady Kendel, but rolls right out of the rings. And
Nice, Dad.
so for Brady Kendel, just like Jeff Hartung a couple of ends ago, a chance to simply throw through to the blank, and he's going to go to school on a spot he maybe hasn't seen yet.
Win again.
So with the blank end here again in the fourth, Jeff Hartung with a 2-1 lead. Brady Kendel will have last rock when we come back for the fifth.
I didn't hate the throw. I think
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
The internet's constantly expanding, but you can keep up with unlimited internet. So whatever you like to watch, stream, upload, and share, do it all with unlimited internet from SaskTel. The internet's constantly expanding, but you can keep up with unlimited internet. So whatever you like to watch, stream, upload, and share, do it all with unlimited internet from SaskTel.
But he's changed his...
Send them. Oh, that was cool. Got right under there.
So here we are, just down to skip rocks on the fourth end here of our B event semi. Looks like Josh Height is sitting one. Brock Montgomery had a really nice draw around two yellow Dunstone shots. Braden Muskow is just peeled off the center guard.
So just skip stones left to come there. We'll let you know what happens.
Over in this C game on sheet 2, Dice made a really nice draw against 3 to get his 1 point in the third end, and then we blanked the fourth. So make that score 3-2 for Dice over Jacobson.
Already in the fifth end there, playing at a brisk pace. Maybe they want to ride the mechanical bull we've heard is coming to the patch later tonight.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and Cody Hartung made a really nice draw for 2 here in the fourth end to go up 3-1 against Kaltoff, and they're playing the fifth too.
Kim, you might have to line up to ride that bull.
You think so? I have to perhaps have a beverage or two first, though, so I can wait my turn.
Brandon Lipey starts the end off here well for Jeff with the rock in the forefoot.
There has been a lot of excitement going on in the patch. I think we noticed they were having goldfish races earlier between draws.
Sorry, wrong lead made the really, really nice draw. Chad Hutchinchuk makes a nice shot and doesn't get any credit for it.
Okay.
The good news for the committee here, though, is the patch was packed.
And then in the third,
Almost as packed as this arena is right now, too. But all the people in here and right across the way over in the curling club, it's packed, too. So people everywhere.
Well, actually, Kim, I was hoping maybe if you didn't come back from the fifth end interview, can you just go save us some seats?
Yeah.
A little late.
a little light. Line's good. Line is
Three's
really good.
if it can be.
Line is great.
Like a 3?
Look at all that.
It's on.
I'll lock it then or something.
Or something.
Lock it, Jeremy. Right on the nose. Right on the
going.
nose.
That's good. That's good.
Sorry, Chad.
I don't mind a bit of separation, but if you ever do one of those, they just kind of go
Yeah.
right up top.
Four, 5.
So looking now to try to utilize their corner guard.
6. Because then they have to move it. If you're not,
Tee on its
so
own.
tight.
Yeah. The hair deeper, back four.
Can you go any?
A lot of room by the guard. This is going to be deep as well.
Yep. Okay.
Comes to rest in the back 8 foot.
Okay.
You know
What do you like?
Okay.
I like the first call.
I like the first call. Yeah,
I think so.
I do too.
Make it good, boys.
That's better.
pretty
Jimmy.
close.
Appears to be a bit tight.
We're there.
Yeah.
It's all there.
Line pretty good here.
Close for line, Jay.
Line over here now.
Yeah,
We're all
Jay. Wait till there. Gotta go line.
Hard, Jay.
Hard, boy.
Hard, Jason.
Hard.
Hard.
Whoa,
Hard.
whoa.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Jeremy Chevrier with a nice little tap. Didn't get it right through, but sits 3 for the time being.
Yeah.
That was through.
Either or.
And curl. Which one do you like?
Yeah.
I didn't know
We've
I had
had
that
some
much.
very polite calls out of
I
the
got
skips
the nose
today.
right now.
He appears.
It appears to be a bit tight.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Huh?
Were you a little snugger? Were you a little tight?
I don't think so.
Okay, well.
It just started, once it got over the line, you had
We had a game earlier this afternoon. That might have been the A final, and Kirk Myers wanted them to sweep please.
Yeah, exactly.
The gentle weight hit. That was my favorite. And Kirk Myers not on the ice by virtue of winning that A final this afternoon.
Bump a little
Gets to
bit.
play tomorrow in the 1-2 game.
Yeah, they get to sit back, relax, rest, watch.
So just a hair.
hair less, eh?
Yeah, you need
Wait.
less.
Tough game
Yeah,
for
I'm
the Josh
through.
Height team to come out and play because they had a chance to win that game and then all afternoon to sit and think about it, but they look very prepared coming out tonight.
Go soft.
Was for weight.
No.
Stay close for line,
Chad.
Chad. Yep.
Yep.
Wait's good. Wait's good. Whoa. Whoa line.
Whoa.
No line. Close.
Good. The line is good.
Close, Chad.
Chad, go.
Yeah, Chad.
Go, Chad, go.
Chad.
Go. Hard.
Go.
Hard.
Go.
Hard.
Okay, not bad.
Oh, really nice tap there.
Nice lead, bud.
Oh, and look at the angle too.
That's
Just came
the
across
thing.
just
He had to
that
get it
little
just
bit.
off the nose enough to leave a good angle on the top
Yeah.
two.
Misses it right now.
They had to go for line. They just start breaking.
Like that, board?
Sure. Kind of wait.
Board.
Board.
Same weight, almost.
Close.
Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
Okay.
Able to pick the top one past everything else,
Yeah.
but loses his shooter.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Bumper.
Okay.
It really goes there, eh?
Yep.
goes, it goes. Probably be firm ball here. That's gonna move.
So Jason looking at playing the quiet hit role here.
Whoa!
Oh, we're good.
Whoa!
We got a curl.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Straight.
Whoa!
Sit down. I don't think so.
Not bad.
Okay.
Makes the hit, comes
Hey, Jay.
across, does nudge off the front of that Yellowstone, but sits 3.
That's right, and as they're indicating, if they could ever get it over into that pocket,
yeah,
they'd have a guard and barriers.
When they go, but with the weight, everything tracks. Half rock? A little bit. Half rock. Just trust it, buddy. You got it. That was good.
Yeah. Just with the like, if you catch that center line with a little belt length and that, it can go. For it to be no finish.
Yeah. Just half rock. It's the draws when they start taking the weight off. They just the hits move, but not real crazy.
Let's get hair down a minute.
Yep.
Hard.
Looking to hit and try to roll into those yellows on the side, but
just can't manage to get that roll.
over curls what they had in mind. It's the nose hit. Jeff Hartung will look for the roll away from that side just to make it a little harder.
For sure, wants to get the play away from there.
Do you like just normal?
Normal.
That's good. That's good speed there, I think.
You're in, Chad?
Yeah.
Whoa. Wait's nice, Jeff.
Whoa.
Tracking.
That's got a curl.
Chevy. Chevy. Keep going, Chevy.
Oh, wow.
Well, makes the hit,
I
but
was just
jams
going
it on
to
that
say
red
that.
just outside the ring, or just at the back of the rings. It does seem to be
Third
Hartung
shot.
sitting 2 still.
Good.
But it allows the chance to play the draw into that
Did it ever?
entire side situation. You got 3 rocks behind, well, at or behind the tee line and a corner guard to work with.
No.
Maybe we play the same turn, then we're crossing, but that's okay. We just know we just hit it the other way on the other side. I could have asked you to roll across the face. That center line's tough right there because you're just beside it with the rock, and coming across it is tough.
On there right now.
Now then.
Back 8 maybe.
Count if we're heavy. Never.
Is that a red one? No, not quite there. Not quite
No, it's okay.
Looking to come into the yellows, but didn't get the line they were looking for.
No, the weight was really nice.
Would be a good spot.
I don't know that he's in behind cover either.
Maybe you can't see it.
Nope, Jeff says he can't see
Must
it.
be.
What do you got for space? Yeah, there's room there, Jay. I think center ice, Jason. Jason, center ice. Just easy pocket.
I think it should be all right.
Mine's most important, right?
Yeah, we can do it.
I'd really like to hit it and roll. I'd like to hit it and roll to the center line, kind of. I really would.
Okay.
Oh, yes, you're throwing it
Because
right,
it's
right to it
there
anyway.
isn't much room, is there?
You can't see.
No, you
I
can't.
think edge of the button, Jay. Edge of the button.
So we're looking this kind of weight?
Well, let's just try and freeze it for now.
I
Then
kind of think so. It's pretty tight.
it's kind of speed is good here yet too.
I think so. Yeah. Little late, if anything.
Yeah,
Pretty
line's
good.
pretty good.
I got
Chad
302.
Line's good.
Yep. Hard Chad.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Yeah, go wait. Hard.
Line's good. Hard. Get her in there. Get her right in the pocket.
Gotta go a little further.
Jesus, did that curl?
Well, that was the line that
I think.
the Kendel team was looking for.
Yes,
Does she ever
Anthony
have the
would've-
stop then?
No, that goes. No, that goes
If
over.
we're here, though.
Oh, we lost the line.
Perfect
Like
weight.
if we're ever just below T-line, that's real bad.
Man, the weight was perfect.
Brady
So they were
Kendall's
cool.
just sitting
Yeah,
shot
no,
rock.
thank you. Use another couple broomwits.
And he just hammers it.
Right.
So this end has turned around very quickly, you know.
Yeah, we're off it.
All of a sudden from hitting to sit
off it?
3 and trying
Yeah,
to keep
probably.
the play away
Go
from
fast.
this corner guard.
It's-
All of a
it's
sudden
good
a
speed.
jam and a couple draws in behind here. And just losing line. All of a sudden momentum here switches for the Kendel team.
Top 8.
I think it's
Gotta
the
be full weight,
Kendel
though.
team sitting shot rock right now, although
Right.
Yeah, it's like
if it is,
15,
I'm
eh?
surprised that they haven't even considered drawing to the other side and just make sure you get your 2. The danger in coming to this side again is you force Jeff Hartung to play over here one more time. If he manages to freeze on something, he could take your whole end away.
But on the other hand, too, if you can make this and force Jeff to just get a little tick off or something like that, maybe you set up your 3. So a little bit of risk and reward here.
Right now. Okay, one's T on its own. Top 8. Where are you? T. Losing the line a little. T-line. 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 Yeah. Yep. Gotta go. Oh.
Same thing.
Yeah, get it out here a little bit. Unless I lazied it a little. It's possible.
Yeah.
So it's all or nothing sort of on this shot.
So,
Weight's good, eh?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
curled.
2 and no 3 there on
Just-
your last.
Yeah. Just went nuts.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I can afford to take much more ice.
Okay.
Really.
Same weight.
What's that?
Same weight.
Okay. So exactly the same is good.
I got just about the same.
Weight's really good.
I actually got a hair more.
Line is good too.
Line's good.
Just lock
think
it
I can go.
on.
Easy. Curl, man.
Got a curl.
Take it easy.
No.
Yeah, tough judge for the sweep
Lock
here
it
because
on.
Whoa.
you can't bounce it off.
Throw, Jeff.
It's pretty good, I think.
Or just that. Probably got a piece of it, eh?
I think it's pretty good.
Pretty good, Jeff.
Tough to get it
Oh,
out.
how much he's.
Does he
They've
have it?
indicated they've got the double, the in-off double. Probably
Do you have all this?
So I was wondering is how much air he's
Like you
got
got
by
here.
on the
the
out turn.
guard.
You got enough?
Yeah.
You should.
Plenty, right?
Yeah, you got all you need. Should be enough, eh? You gotta move it a long ways. You got like a whole draw. Oh yeah. I think Peel.
Yeah, I think Anthony's right. You
How much
need some
left to
big
hit?
weight here.
Yeah. Thin half.
I threw one here in practice and it moved a little bit. I threw a Peel waiter in practice and moved a little.
I don't hate less.
Okay.
Hell, a big shot here for Brady Kendall if he can make the double. It would be for 3 and a big lead going into the break.
Whoa. Whoa.
Called the sweep off though. He's got lots of room by the guard. Needs to get well to the inside of this. He's going to nudge it, but that's just enough to kick it into bite the edge of the forefoot, and Jeff Hartung will steal a single point here in the 5th. He extends his lead to 3-1. And dodges a bit of a bullet there.
Said a lot of momentum swings in that shot. But again, it was sort of a big gamble for Kendel trying to get that 3 points, but Jeff made him pay for that call.
And Jeff is with Kim Hudson at ice level now.
That's your better side, likely.
Yeah, this is my better side, so we're going to say this way. Hey, Jeff, you just can't get away from these young kids playing young guys again.
Yeah, no, they're for sure, and they keep coming at you too. They got a lot of ability, so it's going to be a grind.
Yeah, looks like a battle. Looks like had a shot here for quite a few.
think he had a shot for 3 there, but you know, I guess I could lock it on the nose almost, but he probably still had it anyway. So I kind of messed up my first one a bit, and it made it a little more difficult for my second.
Yeah, ice looks like it's staying consistent, or is it changing a little bit out here?
It's real good. It's getting better all the time. Honestly, it's great.
Fantastic. And how hard is it to keep your eyes on your own sheet over here?
I glance over once in a while and see how the guys are going. Every time I hear a roar, I have to take a peek, so that's fun.
Yeah, exactly, and it's nice you have the hometown crowd. The crowd's been really, really good for you guys.
It's been great, and we got the right guy with us, right? And Jason, the hometown guy. So yeah, no, it's been awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, good luck in the second half.
Thanks very much.
Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by SaskTel, Viterra, White Ice at Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, CurlSask, SaskTel Max TV, and Asham Curling Supplies.
White Ice, the ice paint people, set out to develop a very specific ice paint product that would satisfy the needs of the professional ice maker in both hockey and curling. White Ice was successfully formulated and tested, and distribution began in 1988 and has since expanded their line of products and services to meet the needs of today's professional ice makers. White Ice is distributed by Eastside Paint and Wallpaper in Saskatoon, who is also a signature Benjamin Moore paint dealer. White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, defining the game.
Dream big in full color with Apple and SaskTel on Saskatchewan's favorite networks.
Asham Curling Supplies. Superior fit, comfort, and performance. Asham curling shoes are the best we've ever used.
Hi folks, I'm Arnold Asham, and our product is always satisfaction guaranteed or your money back.
Asham Curling Supplies. That's your best delivery of the day. As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Awesome.
Not better. Yeah. Could be better.
Want to try it and have some fun? Hurry hard to your local curling center or visit CurlSask.ca to find a curling center near you.
'Cause you're here in my house. You're here in my house. Come on in. Bring your friend. Yeah, make yourself at home. Here in my house.
Well, going into the break, we haven't had a chance to update some of these scores in a while, so we'll quickly recap what's going on here in Draw 9.
Josh Height trying to get 2 in the 5th end, and after Brock Montgomery had a really nice hit and roll behind a long guard, Braden Muskowy destroyed that dream and ran that guard, and it all ended up in a blank end for Josh, who keeps the hammer, but Dunstone still leads 2-1.
It was a blank in the 5th after one in the 4th as well. Jason Jacobson continuing to hold on to last rock, trailing 3-2 to Ryan Dice.
Jason just put a really nice draw in on his first one, trying to get that 2.
And on sheet 4, we heard Kim talking to Jeff Hartung before the break, talking about every time he heard a roar next door, he had to look over. One of those roars he heard came for the team he wasn't pulling for. Dustin Kaltoff with his last stone, making a little run in to count 2. That was how they finished up things in the 5th end. They're all tied up at 3 and underway in the 6th end there.
Well, Dustin Keltoff's team has a lot of fans here because his second man, Braden Stewart, is from Merrifield, so just down the highway here. So I've already bumped into a few Merrifield people today, and they're all here cheering their hometown boy.
If you want. Living on the Tankard there. Good.
Well, that was a big swing in the 5th end there, that's for sure. Brady Kendel looking at possibly getting 3 to giving up a steal of 1.
Yeah, I think that double was definitely there, but the tricky part about it is you don't get to throw that many hits out there. They were guessing a little bit at what the ice was going to do.
Tight's good.
Well, I thought Anthony had a pretty good handle. He'd said they'd been out there and practicing. He'd thrown a peel, but
he said one, but he thought it would curl.
Probably on.
He wanted more ice, actually. Brady asked for less, and even as it was, they didn't get enough curl.
I think just leave it. I think just leave it. Just leave it, Chevy.
With the 2-point lead, Jeff Hartung bringing both of those stones into the rings. Chad Petrachuk making those shots. And now Brendan Leppy will try to use his corner guard.
Easy. 3. Knots in. Yep, finish it up.
You had a gooder?
Nice shot. Good shot, Lee.
Ends up just outside the ring, so
Good pairs.
still at the 5th stone, not able to peel. They've got the double corner up.
We're seeing the guys use the double corners, or better yet, Brady Kendall's team using the double corners a little more than the other teams that we've seen here this week.
And they seem to be one of the few teams that favors playing them both on the same side.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
We've
seen a few teams play 2 corners. They play them in the more traditional one on either side of the house.
We're going to touch it for sure.
We're touching,
Hard. Hard then.
well, it's a nice opportunity when
Keep
that
going.
first
Get
corner
some
guard is so high
separation.
up. You do have room to get a second one in.
Okay. All right.
Sorry,
I
boys.
think you can throw a 10.
Okay. I had to give it to you.
Or normal.
So they can make the double and the roll here.
Is there a red one on?
I don't think so. Normal!
So Matt Ring,
Yep.
at the very least, really like to keep his red shooter underneath those red guards.
Yeah, probably if he's got to pick one, he'd take the roll.
Okay.
He's going to roll a little too far out into the open.
I'm not quite sure what their team standards are.
Keep it a bit crisp
It's only
here.
called for a 10. That might have been
You'll be
just a
good.
touch
Turn
firm,
normal.
but
Yep.
Whoa!
Close.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Not at all. Never. Never, 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 never. Sit there.
Okay. Brad.
Don't think Jeff wanted him to sweep that one.
That's good.
Not
shit.
today.
Yeah, just touch full. Yeah.
Important that they stayed for just a little bite there, because there is still a chance of maybe some doubles or something happening in the middle, and that little biter could be the one that gets you the force. A lot of rocks to come yet before that happens.
Room right now. A little bit of room.
Of course, the other thing Jeff Hartung perhaps thinking, if they ever do get something around that corner, you might need that rock to come off of.
Coming down, coming down.
Close. Go lights. Yep, go. Yep. Hard lights. Hard lights. Hard.
Great spot. Nice.
That looks pretty good.
Really good. That was a good shot.
That was a good shot, and as long as it wasn't Matt Ring that said it.
About himself?
Yeah.
What do you like?
Like, it's probably easy to freeze it.
I like freezing it.
I mean, the curl's all there.
You on feel?
Sean, do you like?
I don't mind freezing it.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, corner, it's good.
Yeah, I like that.
14 volts,
Okay.
right?
It's quick there.
Yeah.
This is always such a dicey shot because if you ever just bounce off just those couple of extra inches, it's wide open then for Kendel. It's a very precise draw required from Jason Kripski.
We're all there, Jeff, right
Oh,
now.
lots of room.
Got
Got a long way to go.
We're like back
It's
line.
trying, but
Back line.
hard.
Sounds like he's heavy and
Yeah.
a little outside the line they're looking for.
Bad
trying
combination.
Oh, I want to raise that.
They were trying to go by it, but I don't know that they necessarily meant to chip their own like that.
Okay, yeah. Doesn't look. Need a 10 out of me. I missed it. It's pretty good then.
Jeez,
Yeah,
we could have got that grease. It would have rolled in.
It's up that good.
Yeah, that angle's not great, so we go there. But then it's hard to.
Then you almost never get that out.
Yeah.
It's here, maybe.
Just nose it? I don't mind just nosing it.
I think nose.
Okay.
What do you want to weight? What kind of weight?
Control.
Nice control.
Just good control, yeah.
So your nose for now?
Yeah. Okay. That draw can be not great if I'm not on the spot.
Nose it?
Yeah. Just a tad more, Brady. Yeah.
Control. Air big.
Yeah, lipes.
Nothing out of the brush early
Hard,
now,
buddy,
trying to
hard.
get some curl on this stone. Makes the hit, but shooter will roll all the way out of the rings.
Did they call for control on that shot? Because it seemed pretty firm weight for it.
Sounded like the call, yeah.
Still
Again,
a shot, Jay.
not sure what they
think so.
consider
You know,
control.
line
You're
is-
good.
Be good
Just
there.
seemed firm for trying to stay around. Easy to do in Tankard. You know, here you are in a C event. The heart's pumping and the adrenaline's going. It's hard to contain the emotions.
Lock it on,
What you got?
guys.
Whoa. You're in, Chad, though.
You're looking for top
Chad, you're
four,
in.
basically. Just lock it on.
So
Weight's
Jason
good.
gets a redo
Lock
here.
it on.
Line only.
Line's good.
Okay, whoa.
Go, Chad.
Weight looks to be a little bit better.
Easy.
Got a nice line coming in.
Nice shot.
Really nice,
toss, buddy.
Jason.
Sits that right on the corner of the red stone, and with that little nudge, I still can't tell who's second shot.
Great where it is.
I'll bet money that yellow's first.
He's got that in off again, maybe, but you can't worry about all those.
Back line.
Okay. It's not super easy. It's
Right
thin.
there. Okay.
Shot.
I think just right on the center.
Doesn't matter how close we get the camera. I'm not prepared to guess who's got
No.
second yet.
And I don't think it's going to really matter.
Yeah, I think one of those stones at least is going to have to move
Yeah.
before this end is over.
It's good.
Maybe right here.
Just
I
about 12.
think right now.
Well, if he's going to move one of those stones right here, they're going to have to really work to get by the front stone.
And the next one.
Not going to get by now. Where will it stop? does come to rest for shot rock at the back of the 4-foot.
Generally, just stay back here.
Is that red squirt? Oh.
I don't know.
Is that red squirt if you play double?
I don't think we need to though.
No, just wait.
I think it just moved the hair. I think it was
like just a little on an angle.
Yeah.
Back that way.
It was just right. Sorry.
There's a ring probably. It's been sitting there a while. Is there?
You okay, Matt?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, thanks.
Matt Reagan probably hurt his pride more than anything else. Forgot that guard was sitting there as he was trying to walk back to the edge of the sheet and tripped over it pretty hard.
I don't know how much yellow you
Yeah,
can
no,
see,
that's
but-
right. Yeah.
Hackish.
You like that?
Yeah. I'll take a look and see what we got for room.
Because that red one was fully buried.
Yeah, I like that.
And we're going to show it again.
Well,
The red one is fully buried. And
Whoa.
that's how it is, right?
Ouch.
I like this because if
didn't
I
move as
happen
far
to-
as it
I'm
was.
just saying,
He's
if I
lucky when he
happen to
came down that it
tick,
wasn't right on top of the rock. That could have
graze it, I'll go right over
very
into the
easily
corner
injured
onto that
himself
yellow
that way.
Jason's
Yeah.
tail
Just
again.
he just missed the handle, I think, when he came down.
Well, we want to push it through.
Hack-in-ish?
Yeah, hackish. Hack.
Well, I think Matt's baseball skills, fielding skills, going down low to get the ball kind of saved him there. He had the instincts there to keep his head up and get his hand down and save himself. Matt's a really good baseball player.
Yep.
That came in handy there.
Hard, Chevy. Really got to go. Hard. Really got to go. Hard. Hard, Chevy. Hard. Hard. Hard, Chevy. Hard.
Not able to get by the stone at the top of the 12-foot, but fortunate that he doesn't touch his own at the edge of the 4.
Oh, man.
Just a hair in.
Yeah.
Do you? Weight was good.
Good brush,
You wanna
guys.
score more than 2?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. More than 2. 2 is good.
Wow.
I'm gonna go here, I think.
Georgia. Didn't get all the way out to you. Yeah, very a little, but definitely.
Half around, half top 4.
If you want to try that, I don't mind it. And just tap that
If you're
back
playing
a
it
little
with
bit.
like board, you sit there, right? Or not?
Draw there.
Okay, hit it there.
Does it go back? Is that 3 stick, do you think, in 8-foot?
I don't think we're ever bringing that 3 back into play.
I'd like to loosen this off though, just in case. But if you guys don't think it's coming
That's
back.
so bored at that. But then you just
So I think it's board like there.
Try to sit in front of it.
It's missing it, right? So you have to, like, it's just kind of going like to here.
Yeah,
So you kind of have to nose it or be a little on the high side, but you still want to be shot. Otherwise, he just hits that,
he
right?
just noses it. And yeah, I think right there.
I think it's easier than that one. Huh? Unless,
Come this way.
Like there.
yeah, you can chop off a little bit, and there's not a whole lot there either.
He just makes a.
And you got a slight bit of a miscue here from Jeff Hartung, and the problem still becomes, where do you put this next stone?
Yeah.
It's hard to get second shot and not leave a double.
Exactly.
Playing the hit.
You like that?
Like there.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
There.
Okay. What kind of weight you want to throw? Board? Okay.
Hair out like 3/4 or what?
Yeah, you gotta be. Yeah.
Okay, just on that side.
So back to the original call.
Just trying to unlock that yellow-red combination in case he does have to remove that yellow one with his last stone.
Board. Good, board.
Whoa. Yep.
Hard.
Hard.
Has to stay on the center line side, though, to get second shot. This is really curling. Actually, not so much a question of staying for second shot. He actually moves the yellow in for shot rock.
Yeah.
But he does have second, third, and I believe fourth right now.
Yeah, it's kind of a lonely yellow there right now.
This is no good anywhere that way.
Good shot. That got more of that than I thought it would.
You can't nose, yeah, it is tricky.
Where do you want to roll?
Got to roll over behind that, I think is good. What about rolling right to center?
Yeah, Jeff's
to where your
gotta
broom is.
be careful where he rolls to here.
He's got this, it's not easy. Crossing it. No, really, I'm being honest. Like, roll, like if you were to roll, let's say you roll right here.
That's pretty tough. You can't make, well, he could maybe, yeah, he can't make
It's not easy, Jay. I would definitely try it.
Probably the only place he can roll where there won't be a
little your way, right?
a fairly routine double, and even then there's probably some kind of a double. Looking at it from where we're sitting here,
that's probably his best option.
Yeah.
Okay. 11-3.
Kind of weight, I think.
Yeah.
It's just nice. Again.
Okay.
Brady Kendall's going to have something likely available. Now the question is,
yeah, for multiple.
Do you want to take the risk of giving up another steal again if you make this? If you make the shot tough, do you take the risk of another steal just to try to get 2 or 3?
Yeah, I guess we'll see where it ends up first, but
well, he's got to get some roll, or the double will be fairly routine.
Yeah.
Go, 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 go!
That's
not there.
No question he'll be playing for the double now. Now he does have to hit the stone on the right side as we look at it first. He could make contact with both stones the other way, but then it will go into the red at the side. It's only for 2.
Yeah, just to guarantee the 2, right?
6, I guess. You just gotta touch it.
Yeah. It's thin, but you can make it.
Heel or normal?
Well, just which one do you want to play? Because they're 2 very different shots, I think.
He loses his shooter.
Well, you could jam this onto here.
Yeah.
And then that one doesn't
Then
count.
you gotta play like normal, I think.
Normal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Normal like there?
Should get 3. Should go underneath.
See where he sort of wanted to keep the weight up so he could control the line here, because if he ever sort of underthrows it, which I'm not expecting, but we do know it curls off that line.
I think he's
Could
worried about
overcurl
with
and
firm weight spilling off it.
Right.
Up and over.
Brady Kendall with his final stone here at the 6th end. Chance with the double to score at least 2. Might be able to get 3 here.
I think just like that.
Makes the hit. Does sit right on the button, and it'll be 3 reds on the board. Brady Kendall takes a 1-point lead. Jeff Hartung will have last rock in the 7th end.
White Ice, the ice paint people, set out to develop a very specific ice paint product that would satisfy the needs of the professional ice maker in both hockey and curling. White Ice was successfully formulated and tested, and distribution began in 1988 and has since expanded their line of products and services to meet the needs of today's professional ice makers. White Ice is distributed by Eastside Paint and Wallpaper in Saskatoon, who is also a signature Benjamin Moore paint dealer. White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, defining the game.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Well, we've got a couple of B event semifinals and 2 C event games on here tonight, and we'll keep you up to date with everything. We've got some updates for you. Susan?
Yeah, Josh Height's team really struggled in this 6th end, and thank goodness for the Josh Height team that brought Montgomery had a great double, but Josh was still forced to draw against one buried on the back 4-foot and didn't make that shot. So Dunstone walked away with a 3-1 lead after the steal of 1 point.
And the 7th end was blank over here in our C game against Jacobson and Dice. Tied up 3-3, playing 8. And there was a nice deuce by the Cody Hartung team in the 6th end. They're only playing the 7th end, so make that score 5-3. Hartung over Kaltoff.
Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving.
Well, after narrowly Can't even say the word. Narrowingly missing his 3 in the 5th end. Brady Kendel bounces back with his 3 right after in the 6th.
A little late.
Line's good.
We should probably speed it up again.
Line's good.
Weight's okay.
Not bad. Wait, sir.
Okay. Line's okay.
Speed it up a bit.
I'm gonna curl a bit.
You see the center guard throw it up to start the set, and now Chad Petracek trying to come around.
Heavy.
This is going to be a little bit deep.
Sorry, Jeff.
So Jeff making the decision, take it right back.
Okay.
Probably not
Maybe
quite
wanted
back
to make
enough.
that decision a little sooner, yeah.
Well, the sweepers weren't there to do it. He had to do it himself.
T-line on its own. Be down to the yellow here, Tony.
It's lots.
Easy then. She's not spinning a whole lot. Might just cut.
Sorry, Chuck. Can I pound it over?
I think just let it die.
Okay.
It's just gonna.
They coming off.
Wide. Jam.
Yeah, that's
good. Okay.
Okay.
Well, both leads just a little bit heavy.
Yeah. Back behind the tee line there is not where you want them.
It's a tad big. Okay.
I got light. Not bad. I got good.
Hard. It looks good.
Wait, sir.
Whoa.
We're to it.
Whoa.
Just do it. It's coming off.
Whoa.
Coming off. Wait up to go, sir.
Don't have to move anything. Just even bite the button. Even bite the button.
Whoa. No.
Nice.
Sits right on the face of that red stone. It looks to have the pin covered.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, we're playing this freeze around.
Matt Ring now trying to come sit down on top of that. And then you may see, because we'll be at the 6th stone of the end, you may see Jeff Hartung look to peel that center guard.
Just do it. Well,
Yeah, looks like this has made the rings are pretty small.
Rings are small, and that middle yellow's not going anywhere, so you can peel the guard knowing that yours is still going to be there. And there's a squeeze available to get rid of both reds, if you could see it.
Okay. Felt softer than normal, but I guess not.
Tap it back a bit, Chevy.
He's going to look to freeze one more time. I'm a little surprised he's going to play to move the back one.
I think we're heading.
I got there.
Clean it. On its own. Don't want to touch
Stay
it,
close
really.
for line. We're back line.
No.
No, not quite.
Not yet.
Sounds dangerous.
Back 4.
Go, Chad.
Back
Coming down.
Go, Chad. Whoa, Jay. Jay, couple swipes. Couple swipes, Jay.
Good.
They're probably back 8.
Come down. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's back 8.
That's pretty good.
Don't mind this either, guys. Okay.
Just right on the
Good.
beat.
Come down.
The angles right now not real good for
It started to
the Kendel team.
Auger.
auger.
They're going to see if they can run something straight back and maybe kill a couple of yellows. Matt Ring.
Whoa. Whoa. No.
Right?
Yeah. Whoa. I forgot my gripper was on. Whoa.
Makes the hit, but drives it by everything, and boy, that might have helped the Hartung team out. He got the guard off the center line.
No, Chevy. Get this guy right here.
Okay.
And keep these 2 yellows dead froze to the red. Virtually.
Not anymore.
Virtually the same speed. Same speed is real good.
Yeah, virtually.
I got.
This is a really precise shot because he wants to create an escape route for that red stone, and if you ever bump this a little too hard, the yellow at the back is going to come off the other yellow and spin back in behind the red.
Well, this one's really overcurling.
Yeah, this is going to overcurl on them.
No.
That is virtually the same weight.
Overcurled hard on them.
Yeah, really.
I just tight.
Weight wasn't bad. Weight was good.
Weight was good, but I got it tight and deep.
Yeah, that was my first thought too.
Just didn't get out to the stick. I lose the 2, eh?
Right on this side. Really.
Hit on the beak to make sure you save.
That kill the 3 though. Time are you looking at 14 minutes?
Well, I don't think this is going anywhere right now, so I don't hate this.
Okay.
Close that one?
Yeah, get rid of all 3 of these.
Yeah, maybe you can get rid of that yellow one later.
Yeah, right on the beak. Here, that's like that might just touch it underneath. That's pretty good too.
Okay, so just off nose, eh?
Yeah, on the nose though.
Okay. Just a hair less, yeah. Whoa.
Oh, yep. 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 Yep.
Whoa.
Well, makes the hit. Moves all 3 of those stones from the back, but does keep the 1 yellow at the back of the 12-foot.
Looking good. Right on the beak. That's what you wanted.
Yeah.
It's good for now, I think. Yeah, it's good for now, I think.
Then we're making another shot. I'm making mine.
Firm! Firm!
Okay.
Just gotta throw it harder.
Jeff Hartung now asking
No, I didn't.
Jason Krepsky to make the play on the stone that was just delivered. Maybe come across and move that yellow at the back of the button.
Oh, he'd like to move that a couple feet, wouldn't he?
Yeah, but not kill it if he could.
Right, keep it in play for sure, but give enough room to get that red one out.
To get that red one out, that's the key right here. Actually, if he had to kill that yellow at the back of the button, he wouldn't be heartbroken either.
Really good.
Ooh, that's really
Taps
good.
it and
it
does
hang
keep
on.
it in play at the back of the 12-foot. That is a great shot.
Fantastic shot.
Real nice toss.
Time out.
I don't hate that.
Yeah. What did he say?
Yeah.
Give it to you.
Do we take a timeout? That's
Yeah.
that's the equivalent to uh-oh.
Now it.
Time out.
Time out.
So they will call the timeout.
Got it.
Okay.
Here's another look at that.
You know, they made the last shot
Go like this.
exactly the way they called it. One
Yeah,
shot
it-
later, they turn around and see what's just happened to them, and
Yeah.
they're in some trouble here.
I think this is the call.
Roll it up. Yeah, roll it 2 feet.
Nope.
And if you're anywhere, if you're just there, that's pretty bad.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes is right.
Yikes. Exactly. Yikes is right.
Yeah.
There's nowhere you can hit this and roll or you're not going to leave some kind of double.
Yeah.
This hit and roll?
We just got, as
Can
long
you
as
ever
we
just
keep our
touch
shooter
this
over
to
there
there so
anywhere.
it's lined up there?
You gotta hit like half a rock.
We don't. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the best call.
What do you want to throw for weight though?
Control. I'll throw better control.
I think it'd be tempting just to play the yellow-red tap.
I was kind of worrying about that shot
Yeah,
too.
just a little off nose to break the angle on the 2 that are there. Tap it to the back 4, even into the back 8. At this point in time, you're trying to cut the damage.
But to give yourself a shot at those 2 yellows.
Well, and to force Jeff to maybe have to kill one of his own yellows just to get rid of your shooter here.
Right.
I don't mind this if you make it. Exactly as you call, though, roll away.
Even if you make
No-
it, there
well, there's
might
no
be a
double.
double. Yeah, it could be a double off the
think
yellow.
so?
You could play the yellow, come across, and kill the shooter.
Control, just control.
Thought it might be too flat for that.
Hair soft, hair soft.
Yep.
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 Hard. 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 Come on.
Hard. Roll it hard. Hard.
Yeah.
If you come off the yellow,
Yeah, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
yellow,
for sure.
yellow, red double. Yeah.
you don't even have
I
to
think we
play
just
it yet.
play
That's the other
well
thing. That yellow red is welded so good. You could
You
save
don't,
that.
yeah, exactly. You don't have to play it at all yet.
I like good, Jay.
I think so.
Hit it on the nose.
Yeah.
What are you giving me, hack? Or do you want to throw a little more?
Yeah, we can throw.
What do you like?
You like hack?
If he makes this
What do you-
perfectly, do you think Kendel would ever guard so that Jeff wouldn't on his on that last one?
Even on the guard, he's going to run it through for a pile.
4, 3, 4, 5.
But it would be at least a red guard going
Weight's
in.
good.
He might get something.
Clean it.
Because if he does realize he's going to be in dire straits here.
Yeah, I
But
think they know
the
that.
answer to your question is I don't think he'd ever throw that guard. If it came down to it, I still think that if that was your last shot, the little tap that we were just talking about might be your saver.
Really nice.
Throw, Jay.
Throw, Jay.
Good shooting, Jake. Two nice ones, bud.
Not a bad call either.
Really, really nice. Really good.
Can't have that there. That's really bad.
Really, really good.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Might even go like this.
I think that double is pretty important.
Yeah, I like that.
Normal or you like control? Probably normal, right?
I like normal, yeah.
No, dude, yeah.
Well, looking to minimize some damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, make the double, but they also
We
want
have to play a double.
spread these out back there.
Yeah,
somehow.
they'd like to move that red out from behind the yellow as much
Yeah.
as it is shot rock. They don't like the fact that Jeff can play that whenever he wants, and they might have
However
to.
he wants.
He might be able to play it in a couple of different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully the bottom side of it. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Well, I think they've gone to plan B now, try to roll underneath.
Okay.
Didn't get that either.
That would have taken out those two
Tough to get by that.
rocks in the back 12 foot there.
Well,
That's not terrible though, because they do lose that back one.
My shooter to there.
Jeez was pretty nice.
Somewhere. Then he probably doubles and he's got two straight across. What about thin?
He could play the double.
Yeah. Yeah, but pull it into the center is not
Like
bad.
a roll in this area,
wanna make
like
the double,
thin.
you just leave him
And
the
even if we jiggle it.
Yeah, because it's hard to.
Looking
it's
at
hard
it
to
this
play.
way though, that double goes over top.
Angles aren't
You
worth
think you got enough to get the nose?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, the angles aren't the best the other way. Okay, let's
What do you
throw that
point?
same kind of shot you threw.
Okay. You're going for the nose then, eh? Do you want?
No, same shot.
And
Well,
if
we'll see
I
what it is,
jam it,
but-
I might roll right against too. We
Are you
still
playing
might.
nose?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. We're thinking hackish again.
Yeah.
Are you trying to come my way? with
No,
the
it's
shooter?
really hard. You
Just
know,
get
what,
to nose?
I think we have to just try and nose it again.
Okay, sure.
I just don't see anything else.
Okay.
Back in the crowd to the left there, I just have to point it out, is Jeff Hartung's dad, who actually has been curling for over 75 years already. 89 and still playing.
Where are you? Half plus. Yep.
I was going to say the Hartungs are also young, so he's only 85 or only 80.
Yep. Hard. Hard, Jimmy.
Makes the hit, stays right there, does drive it by that stone at the back.
Good brush, guys.
Good throw.
I don't know.
Real nice weight.
That's pretty good.
But you know,
You can.
Could just throw it here too. Might be enough for a force.
Pretty good.
Honestly, anywhere.
Not there.
Here.
Right here.
Yeah, you risk giving up a big end that way. Could play that double again you were talking about. Almost signed up for the triple now. Actually.
Yeah. Roll in a fraction will be fine. Yeah. You want to try that again?
I don't mind it.
Roll to here?
You can roll. You could roll right to here too.
I don't like that.
Well,
You get to know it. Sort of better.
if you got the perfect roll, you'd be happy.
Well, if he's getting that roll, he's probably making the double.
Well,
Unless you get really unlucky and jam that back
I think easy
12-foot
normal.
one.
Same control.
That is a possibility.
Same
Easy
weight.
normal.
Yeah.
Nose it. We're trying the double.
Could make the roll across here and end up getting the same thing as what we were talking about with that little tap. Get the angle on the top two. so that they go over the top of the back one when you move it back a few inches.
Same weight. Whoa. Hair more. Yep. Hair more. Whoa. Whoa.
Nothing out of the brushers.
Great shot.
They drove it across the back one now. How are these lined up?
Right there for, you might lose this, but that's fine.
Oh, it
Jeez, I don't know-
catches it.
I don't know if it drags.
Oh yeah, for
It
sure.
drags.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Easy.
So we're nosing.
So you got to hit it a little high.
Little high side. That goes all day.
Let's throw it, just
Yeah,
throw
you
it,
got lots
let's,
of-
let's
you'll
throw it
get-
firm with that.
Actually, you got.
You
You know
know
what?
I don't think it's even.
You can really-
anything to worry about.
Yeah.
You
I
might
don't
lose
even
yellow,
think it,
but-
I think it drags with nose.
For 3, right?
Yeah, with nose.
No, I really do.
If it drags, I don't think it ever drags enough to stick the yellow one, but if you get rid of both reds,
Go firm. We need
Could
to
be
throw
for
firm
3.
to bounce it out of there.
We have a winner in the 50-50 pot of gold there. Total pot $5,700, $2,850 going to the winner. Lucky number C. Well, 125050.
I think we need that ice though.
12.
Yeah, we got to hit it high, eh? It's a touch high.
Just a hair high.
Number will be displayed in the lobby. Good luck.
Yep, yep.
Jeff Hartung, his final stone. Needing to hit this just about right on the nose. This might have over-curled. Did, and worst case scenario, it becomes a steal of 2. Brady Kendel now with a 3-point lead. Jeff Hartung will continue to have last rock in the 8th.
Good try.
That wasn't good. It's a bad.
Asham Curling Supply.
Superior fit, comfort, and performance. Asham curling shoes are the best we've ever used.
Hi folks, I'm Arnold Asham, and our product is always satisfaction guaranteed or your money back.
Asham Curling Supplies.
That's your best delivery of the day.
Totally my first time. I'm very excited. Don't worry, you're gonna have a great time. We're gonna throw the rock and practice, and then we're gonna actually play games. Really? Yeah. Awesome.
Not better. Could been better.
Want to try it and have some fun? Hurry hard to your local curling center or visit CurlSask.ca to find a curling center near you.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across.
Well, close games here in draw 9 all the way across the 4 sheets, and we'll quickly get you up to date on everything that's been going on. Susan and Kim.
Well, as you can see, there was a blank in the 7th end, and they're just coming down to skip rocks right now in the 8th. Matt Dunstone with a 2-point lead, but Josh with the hammer.
It was just a single by the Ryan Dice team in the 8th end, so 4-3 for Dice, playing 9. Jacobson has hammer. You see the scoreboard there. This is our B game. There was a nice tube in the 7th end by the Kaltoff team. He had to come by this corner guard pretty tight. It was a great shot. You see it here.
Not just the corner guard, had to pass it by one of his own
The back.
stones at the back. There's that stone at the back. You can just see coming into view now.
So nice touch for 2 points there for Dustin Keltoff, and then they blanked the 8th end.
Yeah, already finished the 8th. It's like they got somewhere to go.
Yeah, the patch.
Yeah.
So tied up play in 9, but Cody Hartung has last rock. And we're just playing the 8th end over on our sheet.
3-4. Whoa.
That's a big swing, that last end. And I would think that the Brady Kendel team is breathing a sigh of relief, that's for sure.
Well, we've had a couple of ends where it looked like one team was setting up to score well, and then some crazy steals have resulted.
Yeah. And now you see that score a 3 and steal a 2. 5 points in the last 2 ends. Looks pretty big.
It's not bad, though. I think you can carry it. Line's good, guys. You can get it off the center line here, maybe a bit.
Good boy, Chad.
It's good. It's a good spot.
Can't peel yet. You can't peel yet.
Right.
Anthony Feldman.
Right on top.
Just seeing if you guys were paying attention.
Yeah.
Top's good, yeah.
Harder early.
Yep.
Harder early, Brady.
Rocky.
Whoa, that's good, that's good, that's good. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Well, comes down, taps his own stone behind the corner and behind the tee line. Don't think that's what they had in mind.
Gotta go around there, Jeff.
Yeah, I can't see.
Jeffy.
I can't see.
Yeah.
You just thinking draw?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah.
I like it. Yeah. I think it's
Call
there. I think we're a little heavy.
Really?
We're How heavy are we?
Like where?
We're almost through.
Yeah, man.
No, it's getting better. We're back 8 for sure, though. Back 8, back 12.
Play a tick.
No.
Jeremy's been a little heavy tonight on a couple of these stones. Don't know if he's just catching. We know there are different paths out there, but he always just seems to be catching the quick one.
Can we feel it now?
Sure.
Does stay in the back of the house. Third shot for now on the 12-foot.
Yep. Yes, yes. Hard, Brady, hard.
Oh, I'm just gonna bump it. Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna go around.
Well, Matt Ring manages to peel one guard, but pushes the other one into the 12-foot.
So you're walking up a
Yeah.
yes, sir.
He's going for the peel.
Right there.
Weight wasn't too bad.
Slash it.
Yeah.
Line's tight.
There, though. On its own right now.
It's gonna be tight line.
Looks pretty
tight.
good.
Yeah,
Line's
dude.
really tight.
Gotta go line.
Gotta go line.
You want to go here?
Oh, we totally lost.
This is really curling hard
Yeah,
on them.
isn't it,
This
though?
is going to be a plan B of some sort or another. Got to make it bite.
That's if they don't run out of rings.
Plan C, D, E. I think it's got a bite of the rings.
Yeah, sixth shot, I think.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a good split time. Yeah, I did too. We're just 95, which should be more than enough.
We're playing it with not very much weight then.
Just rolling both, kind of?
Yeah, because you're not making that.
No.
Like that half raw.
Just normal?
Yeah.
Or normal?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, just control, actually.
Yeah, control.
Yeah. Like half rock.
Okay.
So looking to play the red onto
Stay
the
less
yellow.
gritty.
try to roll
We're hitting like there,
the
eh?
shooter and the redstone a little further into the rings.
Here down. Yep. 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 Hard. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Roll it. Roll it, Brandon.
It's okay.
Good.
Makes the hit, does kill the yellow. The shooter will roll through the rings, off to the side, and it is Kendel sitting 3 right now.
He's maybe jamming. Is the double jamming?
Yeah, it's tough to generate some points when you have no guards out front and everything's in the rings.
Then what about hitting this one and rolling over? Just hit the top.
You hit the
top one and roll here.
Yeah.
This double jams all day.
No.
We're gonna have to make a big double though somewhere.
But it might get the backside of this. That's the only thing I was worried about.
That nut's yellow all day.
Not on the nose, it doesn't.
Well,
Like not.
What's wrong with this?
Not real thin. Getting
No,
this,
I don't
it
think, I
goes
think
almost
it's
through.
higher than yellow. I'd be more worried about.
It's.
No, it's not. You're not hitting yellow.
For sure.
What shot do you guys like?
For sure you're hitting yellow.
Do you like going around?
It won't go over the top.
To here.
I don't know about that. We need
Why?
to.
Then you double that later.
Yeah, they're not. They're overlapped right now, so
It's really
not
good.
bad.
If you could do this.
That's.
But yeah, I don't think this is really doesn't do anything, does it?
Not really, no.
No.
Well, you might get the jam.
What
He'll
shot do
probably
you
play the
prefer,
double.
Jay?
Well, I wouldn't mind smacking this. I mean, if you lose 1 or 2 of those, whatever.
Okay, you want to
But
throw
you
like a
got
normal?
that biter.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, you got,
We're just playing for 2.
yeah, that's all you're playing
Okay,
for.
normal?
Yeah, firm.
Firm you're throwing?
It's gonna. I think it hits.
Go in there then.
It's gonna hit the
Right
top
on the nose,
whether it
eh?
goes out
Yeah,
or not.
okay.
Can't
If we lose
recognize
those
all the
back,
voices
we
just
got
yet.
that biter.
Somebody is not convinced it's going to through the 2 stones. He's sure it's going to hit
As
the
long as
top.
it spins out.
Yeah,
That's all.
That's
I'm
why they're
will.
throwing the
I
firm. They should be able to get it out that way. But
It's gonna
sounded
crash
like
the top of it as long as it can kill it.
Jeff and Jason thought this might go over the top of the yellow.
I guess we'll see.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Go, Chad.
Go.
Go.
Hard.
Yep. Yeah. Go.
Go. Real good.
Boy, Jay.
Jeff and Jason were right.
Well, they've been around for a long time playing those shots. They've had a few of them to practice on.
It's
Not their first
Not their first
rodeo.
rodeo. We'll find them in with the mechanical bull later.
I guess I have one more.
Now we got 3.
I don't mind nose.
Okay.
Control.
Just nose it.
Nose is good. Okay.
We're shot right now, but leave a double.
You heard Anthony Neufeld in the hacks talking to the sweepers. Yes, they are shot rock right now, but 3 yellows sitting second, third, and fourth, and really no doubles available right now.
Well, it certainly didn't stop them the last end to minimize damage and come away with the steal.
Good throw, Tony. Oh, buddy.
Makes the hit, stays right there.
Oh, you gotta hit it.
I guess, which one do we hit? I think we hit that plywood first.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Right in the beak.
Yep.
Beak's good. In
Beak's good.
I think I like the top one.
Well, he's got that.
Just normal.
It's nice. It's nice. It's good.
It's nice.
Yeah.
This is really quite the danger rock for them because no matter where they rolled, Kendel's team has it for a run back if they need it. Jason just staying patient here.
Whoa.
I can't hear.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa. Never. Looks quite hard for nice. Really hard.
Needs to come up, maybe clip that. No.
A little more weight than what they had in mind, and makes the hit, but rolls his shooter out of play.
Control?
Yeah.
A little hot, eh?
Yeah.
He's rolling in front, but...
Okay.
You like? Yeah, I think you have to.
Well, he certainly wants to stay for, or keep second shot here, because all of a sudden our former little sixth shot biter is
now
starting to come into play. But if he does stay, Jeff will have backing to try to get something going on his last 2 stones.
We only need 2.
Yep.
And a force on 9 or a steal.
Whoa. Good control. Control. Nut. Tear down. Nut. Hard. Hard, Matt. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yes.
Makes the hit now. Will the shooter hang around?
Oh, now our little biter is second shot.
Well, trying to get a roll to separate those 2 stones. A little too aggressive, perhaps, with the roll.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Well, if he picked an end to have a half shot, this end was better than the previous end.
To chop it, double or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not easy. To chop it.
Brady's been very solid this evening on his shots. Hard to make them all.
You know, just nice again.
Okay.
Clean. Whoa. Yep. A little bit. Yep.
He says yes.
Can't hurt it. Yep. Hard. 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 Okay.
Roll under.
Fine.
That's a good shot.
Makes the hit, rolls to the corner of the forefoot.
Pin double.
Yeah, if you want to give up 3.
Threw that good for you.
Just control.
Yeah.
We can play it real aggressive, I guess.
Lots of game left, you guys. I just wanted to tell the guys
You can
that
be
I know it's
aggressive on the
frustrating.
roll.
And you had a couple of decent ends built, and they kind of disappeared. But that's the way this game goes
Was that
sometimes.
control last time?
And you have to just stay patient.
There's the voice of experience and the voice of reason.
Let's get.
Whoa. Whoa. Wipes.
Brady Kendel, a few anxious moments there.
Yeah.
Gets enough of that stone to get it out of the rings.
Take a stick.
So Jeff Hartung will have an open draw. Needs any piece of the rings to pick up his 2 points here.
That same number.
Yeah, it hasn't changed yet.
Has anything changed?
No. Just throw it nice, Jeff.
Double O will be good.
When did I throw a draw down here? For 2 on the... Somewhere's in the home end here. I think he blanked then. Probably the 4th end was the last one, right?
Yeah.
So it's still zeros?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I don't think so. I got 99.
Really good.
Flying pretty good.
That'd be pretty close to
Still
double
in the good
zeros,
stuff,
I would
though.
think.
Yep.
1/100th of a second off. That's pretty accurate.
Hard.
Looks like
Better hope the 0-0 is the right guess.
Hard, Jay. Hard.
Bringing that third sweeper out.
Hard. Push on it. Hard. Go.
No.
And it's going to come up short.
Jesus. Well, that's what we've been throwing all game.
Split was good.
Yeah, 99.
I had good.
How can that be light?
Rushers like the white, but it didn't get there.
That
It'll
last
be a
one was
single
there,
point for
that
Jeff Hartung.
Can
They
you believe that?
will trail
Maybe just because we didn't
by
use that
2,
side this end.
needing steals.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts, Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
The internet's constantly expanding, but you can keep up with unlimited internet. So whatever you like to watch, stream, upload, and share, do it all with unlimited internet from SaskTel. The internet's constantly expanding, but you can keep up with unlimited internet. So whatever you like to watch, stream, upload, and share, do it all with unlimited internet from SaskTel. The internet's constantly expanding, but you can keep up with unlimited internet. So whatever you like to watch, stream, upload, and share, do it all with unlimited internet from SaskTel. The internet's constantly expanding, but you can...
Well, all of these games winding down here in Draw 9, but nothing finalized yet. We're going to quickly, again, update all of the scores here.
Josh Height had a tricky little double, looking at 2, trying to get 2. It just didn't quite curl up enough. He did remove the rocks, but lost a shooter. Took 1 point in the 8th end, and Matt Dunstone takes that 3-2 lead into the 9th.
Well, over here on sheet 2, this is our C game. And you see the 1 point there in the 9th, and here it is.
Jason Jacobson facing
Nice
2
draw.
with his final stone.
Puts it right on the forefoot for a single point. Ties that game up 4-4. Tied up coming home, but Ryan Dice will have last rock.
So we saw Jeff there with that heartbreakingly short draw that just surprised them all.
Yeah. They liked the weight out of his hand. Had they jumped it, might have gotten it there, but no such luck.
We're into the 9th end here with just a few rocks to come. It was a blank in 8, so it's tied up playing 9 in this all-important B game here between Kaltoff and Hartung.
And I believe they were through 8 when we did the last update as well, so they're still playing 9. They've got a lot of rocks in play over there.
Yeah, and they do. Yeah, the 9th end, and there's been a few timeouts as well, so it's slowed down a little.
I think the tap probably.
Like a tap.
Tap? Yep. Maybe get a little bit.
Well, with only getting 1 in the last end, Jeff Hartung trailing by 2 with 2 ends to play, knows he's going to have to try to steal now, so they've played the 2 center guards.
Nice. T-line. T-line. May have to go a bit here.
Whoa.
Not much
Okay,
time.
line's good. Line's good. Yep, yep. Hard. 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 You got a good one. Hard, 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 hard.
That's fine. That's fine.
Too much drop. Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Looking to tap their own stone back.
Nothing wrong with that.
Would have liked to have stayed right on the nose, but they don't mind the fact that they've left that red one where they could maybe promote it if they needed to.
Or do you just want to warp it now?
That's not bad. Either one.
Whichever you like. Either one, it's fine.
I like going around everything.
It's okay.
I like this.
And you can just see in the background there, we've got handshakes on sheet 9.
I saw a lot of yellow
Sheet 4
stones
with the 9th
there.
end. We talked about all the rocks in play and how long it took to play that 9th end. Cody Hartung appears to have scored at least 4.
Yeah.
Really hard
And
line.
Dustin Kaltoff has
Hard everything,
decided
I think. Keep
enough to
going.
try to duplicate that in the 10th just to get the extra end.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That was a B event game, so Dustin Kaltoff does live on to play in the C. Cody Hartung will move on to the B final.
Oh, shucks. I'm gonna sweep a couple of my rocks. Oh. Yeah. Thanks. Good job, buddy. Whoa! You're back. You're back. Carry on.
Matt Ring looking to peel some guards here, just gets the one.
Make this one better. Nice to make a double peel one of these days.
Just kind of looking, Cody's had a long march through the B event here, but it was the Dustin Keltoff team that put them into that B event right off the bat Thursday in the A event. So that was a rematch. That was the waiting for the rubber perhaps later in the playoffs.
Stay close, clean it, Jay, a little. Clean it! Gotta go!
Yep. Yep, right back, boys. Hard!
We're there for weight.
Hard.
I don't rewind.
Yeah, right to the button.
Nice shot. Oh boy.
Straight
Do you have
back.
any of this?
No. A sliver, yeah,
Okay.
not much.
Just rip it.
Try to catch that.
Well, that puts Cody Hartung into the B final. He's still waiting to find out who he
Straight
plays.
Yeah.
That game out here as well. And for those of you watching on CurlSask.ca, we will have that B final for you tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Yep. Hard! Hard, Brady, hard! Hard! Whoa!
Okay, that's fine.
Matt Ring killing that center guard, but losing one of his own in the process. Jason Krupski now will just look to play another center guard.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, just
A lot of line.
Lots of room.
Got it, Curl. Chevy in.
Chevy.
in.
Chevy, that's you.
Go.
Little bit, Chevy. Go, buddy.
Yep, go.
Go. Good.
Nice throw, Jake.
I think you can make it either way, right?
Off the, either one.
Off that or that.
Trying this one though, hey?
Yeah.
So looking at just peeling the back one.
I think he's
playing
looking
the
actually
double run.
playing
Actually,
the
they could
guard,
get all
and he said
three.
either one.
Yeah.
There's two ways to do this. They could run the yellow onto the yellow in the 12-foot and maybe get 3 yellows moving that way. Or if he's a little thin, they actually could put it on their own red and still get that yellow stone off the top of the button.
Yep. Back it up, please. Back it up, please.
Hard.
Close.
Gets the 2 yellows, but drives it by the stone in the button.
Close, Tony. Good throw, buddy. Good throw.
Need to get off it a little bit.
Hair, yeah. Sorry, Tony. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't really want to nose it ever. Make sure you shoot her off. Pretty good. This thing's making me angry. I keep doing it. I'm like, what is it? Tell you one thing, I'm never gonna
Jason Krupski to play another guard now.
It didn't look bad. Chat stand.
Good back. All right.
Chat in all the way. Losing line.
Hard. Keep going.
Gotta go. Hard. Finish it.
Good. Boy, Jay.
This intern?
Yep.
Are you gonna play this?
Is it normal there yet?
Yep.
Okay.
Speed's good.
I guess we stayed away from that
No.
out-turn side for too many
I think that
innings, maybe,
leaves
and
us an
I
easier
didn't
shot,
really
right?
catch that.
Outfield.
I should have thought about that maybe and went and thrown the in-turn. Because the in was good and fast there.
Still
throwing
talking
that same
about that.
speed.
Yeah, I think so.
Raw
That
eight.
0 all night or 99 and never. I actually threw on 03 once and at the button, but you don't expect that to be heavy.
Well, Jeff falling on the sword for that one, but I mean, that's sort of a whole team decision too, to be aware that maybe the ice is, we haven't played over there for 4 ends or whatever, that's a tough one for Jeff.
Here, like, if you want to. I like the guard.
Jacobson lost.
Yeah.
What's the call?
So Jeff Hartung looking for another guard.
Good on this side, though.
Yeah, G's for
You'll
11.
have to expect that Brady Kendel would play to peel that, and then
Okay.
maybe a decision for Jeff Hartung.
Yeah.
If you straight guard, there's a short little red run. You need to steal here. What else might you have?
Really nice.
We're tight, I think.
A little more than you,
Might be
Jay.
a little bit tighter than Jay's.
Clean it.
No, line's good.
Weight's good.
Line's
Weight's
good.
fine. Weight's
Easy.
good.
Halfway tight. Whoa.
Easy.
Sit.
Sit.
Well, they replaced this guard many times nicely.
If you roll out on it, it's not that bad. If you hit the gun, it's not that bad.
I think we're going to call it time right here.
Hate it. I left him a corner, eh?
Over curl.
We're going to call it time on our one.
The only reason I don't like that
one,
is
or you want to save him?
if you miss it, yeah, you can toss another one right there. How much can you see it at?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No.
Could we play it real tight with board?
Just rip the guard.
Is that the way to play it?
Yeah, like the thing is, I don't really.
You feather tick the guard
If
and
we
block
rip-
your red. He throws a guard and he steals.
He's got 2 shots, right? He can do this. Or he guards again, but then we just play that. So,
I don't hate hack. It's gonna move there, right?
yeah.
You can throw it soft.
Okay. I like hack. Like, you can make it all day.
Oh yeah.
Hack.
Easy hack.
Okay. Enough to push it out of the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like this, Slipes? You don't like just peeling? You can have one or the other, no matter what he...
We're playing this tight. Like,
You're
if
gonna...
I make it, we probably get 2 here.
Maybe just what do you think he knows? That he just hit rolls, right? Barry doesn't think he had a tough draw.
You want to peel?
We like peel. I like peel.
Okay, peel.
I think I like the peel.
I do too.
Especially when you start talking about playing with quiet weight. Like I said,
Yep.
you feather tick the guard. You won't have a shot for your last one.
Yeah, you just peel this.
Clean.
I think when they initially started talking about hitting that Yellowstone, they thought they had a small piece of it anyway, and
Sorry, Tony.
the hack end said, we can't see anything.
Oh.
Tough to make.
What are you guys thinking?
Well, I mean, we could still
Yeah,
force.
stuff
If
to
we
make.
do make it, he wraps.
I mean, you want to go hard for the steal of one?
I think you hit it. You can see a little more.
What do you think?
I think you hit the red, roll in, force. He rolls out, you steal 1.
I think if he knows he's running, he's taking a run at the double.
So then you might have a chance to steal 1.
Like you could
He doesn't make the double, right?
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for our help this week. Take a chance at it.
Like if I guard, he's making
He's
that
making the red
Pretty
one.
easy.
pretty much.
I agree.
And maybe
For
even,
one,
and
or if
maybe
he
The only thing, if you guard, you'd have to be right on 12 foot. That way, if he...
So then is he still playing the double?
the shooter almost stays if he throws it gentle.
Yeah,
If he hits it 3/4 and throws board at it, he almost gets 2.
Yeah, well, he does.
What's the shot you like?
Well, I think like what we discussed.
The
Probably
hit?
knows. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. You never
Do
know.
you want to come with the out?
You can pretty much
I
roll
think the out,
anywhere.
and just if we could just
Nice.
what do you throw?
If you could
I think
roll,
just nice.
Just
right
a
there.
hair.
If we could roll and
Just a
almost
hair,
stay,
right there.
just be edge on
What's
edge.
wrong with rolling to here?
It's not.
Oh, same.
You know,
yeah,
same
either
difference.
One. Either
Yeah.
one, right
Yeah.
there or there.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay,
Where do you have?
just nice, Jay.
Right there.
I think so, eh? Looks good.
Well, given the fact that he had a couple options to make this,
Figuring that this is their best way to steal is if they can just get the half shot. Looking at having Kendel looking at 2.
I think the other part of it that they discussed, and the one thing they didn't say out loud, is they didn't want to let him have a chance to blank. So you make this, he's either going to make the double and get 1, you get the force, and 3's not impossible in the 5 rock free guard zone, or you get the steal, And then you just need to steal 1 in 10 and steal 1 in extra. That's
Sounds
it's
pretty
easy.
easy.
Two guys.
Whoa. First of all, you need to stick around here, though.
Easy.
A little more roll than what he had in mind, but the key there's no double and roll out, so a blank's not in play.
Like the out turn.
Either way, I wouldn't want to stay on the corner
nice
of the
control.
floor, but okay, good.
Little less, maybe.
Still got a chance at 3 with 1 mistake. That's why I like playing this. It was, wasn't it?
Control.
What was it?
Clean it. Clean it. Clean.
So
Brady
just
Kendel with
coming
his
up
last
here.
stone in the 9th.
Shot, Brady. What?
Makes the nose hit. He will pick up the single. He'll take the 3-point lead into the 10th. Jeff Hartung will have last rock.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Dream big in full color with Apple and SaskTel on Saskatchewan's favorite networks.
Draw 9 action winding down. We have 2 finals now and 2 games in the 10th end. We've got the updates for you, Susan.
Well, we're down to Skip Rocks. Dunstone's team controlled the 9th end completely. If it wasn't for 2 big doubles by Josh Height, they probably would have shaken hands. So stayed alive here, down 3, and we're on Skip Rocks here.
Here is the shot that Matt had for 2, and boy, if he hits that just a hair thicker, it would have been 3.
And it was a single point, actually, by the Ryan Dice team. Had hammer the whole way. 5-4, Dice over Jacobson, and that was a C game. So Dice does move on in the C event.
And Jacobson
does not
eliminated. No.
Yeah, and we saw pictures over there of the Cody Hartung big 4-ender in 9 for the handshake. So 9-5. That was a B game, though. So the Kaltoff team drops to the C.
That means it'll be Cody Hartung in the B final tomorrow morning. And
I don't know, Carrie, if we can take a quick peek over to sheet 1. Matt Dunstone is throwing his last one, trying to double off a couple of Josh Height stones.
He's got a 3-point lead over there. He might only need to get one of them to run Josh out of rocks,
And
but gets the 2.
Makes the shot. So we don't need to go over to sheet 1 anymore.
It'll be Matt Dunstone against Cody Hartung in the B final tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. We will have that for you on CurlSask.ca. So just our feature game left to be decided here on Friday night.
On Friday night after our 4-game day. Everybody's still chipper and moving.
And our next game on SaskTel Max, we will have the playoffs starting tomorrow night. We'll have the 1-2 page playoff game at 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
Hit it. Well, hit it on the inside, right? Close enough?
One inch that way.
Centimeter. Oh, tight?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jed.
There's the difference in the age. Jeff still went by inches.
Not bad.
I missed it.
Is that the age that does that, though? I mean, we still have a 12-foot, an 8-foot, and a 4-foot.
Yeah, good point.
Easy.
Thank goodness.
I haven't seen it. I haven't heard it referred to as the 120 centimeter foot yet, or centimeter
120
ring
centimeter
yet.
foot.
120 centimeter ring yet.
Very nice, Chad.
That's nice.
But when you do your draw shot distances, they're measuring them in centimeters and millimeters, and you think you've had a pretty nice shot, and they tell you like you're 60, like your number looks at 60, and you go, "Ooh, it's only centimeters, not inches." It does help.
Walking it down.
Back four.
How much?
Guys. Line's good. Line's good. T-line. Line's good. Top four. Whoa. Line's good. Yep.
Whoa.
Hard line. Full top. Hard for nose. Hard for nose.
Yep.
Hard, hard, hard,
Yep.
hard, hard, hard.
Yep. Hard. Okay.
Right around the corner.
Yeah, I like the ones with the reds go around that way. Well, no, maybe the other way.
Yeah, I don't know about bringing a
Because
bunch of
then
activity
you're
into
gonna
there.
have to move those reds.
Yeah, you are
eventually,
gonna have
go
to
around
move
the
those.
other one.
Yeah,
that
like
side.
that.
Yeah.
We've mentioned already the B final tomorrow morning at 9. The Page playoffs start tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. The C finals go in the afternoon.
Yeah, weight's good.
We'll have those
Line's
on
good, too.
CurlSask.ca as well. That's at 2
Line's
o'clock.
good.
It's all there.
Chad, stay with it,
No,
though.
I don't
We're
want
deep.
to.
We're deep.
Don't want to touch it. Sit.
Hang on back there.
Need to stick around though.
Yeah, if you're going to try to get your 3,
Yeah.
you
It's
didn't
gonna
have
be
much room for error, and
hard to do without this one.
it's going to be tough to bring that stone back into the rings.
Well, that going around, you know, that corner guard, and it does tend to slide, but that was where they were light on Jeff's draw in the 8, so he must have been thinking a little bit, maybe that's a little heavier side, just gave it that little extra bit.
They can start peeling guards now, and
It's too thick to get any action off that. Yeah.
for Jeff Hartung, you've still got a couple of rocks to work with. You can use the corner guard. You could actually come around those 2 reds as if they were a guard.
Yeah, the staggers.
Gonna throw one more corner guard first.
Hawks.
They're really sliding.
We're tight. We're on.
No.
Coming down.
Short.
Down.
Just shy. Good.
Okay.
Try it, hey?
Okay.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah,
I got a pretty nice
definitely.
Those
I don't
2
know what
not
they
being
got.
even.
Yeah.
You heard Brady Kendel
I had
wants to take a run at the double peel.
It was there on its own.
Yeah. Okay.
Gets the first one, but behind the second one.
Nice slide.
Yeah, I got a 5. I threw a 5 on your first.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Even if you dead
Go in
freeze
there,
to
Jay.
that back one, right? You can even dead freeze to yours back
Yeah.
there.
So, auger one in there.
Sliding really good there.
4 stones left to come. If you're going to try to count 3 now, you got to come in. Now you do have a corner guard, and there is that stone just outside the back of the 12 foot. If you could freeze to that,
Pretty nice, Jeff.
Line only.
they'd have to peel the corner
Line's good.
guard, and
Line's good.
you still might get a bit of a break when they're trying to peel it out later, if it's frozen perfectly.
Yep. Keep going, boys.
Get it deeper. Hard, Jeff.
Gets around the front one, but not able to get it all the way to the back.
What do you have?
I got a quarter.
Strip the
So
top,
it
I
looks
think.
easier to make the runner, so
Like that?
yeah.
Or do you just want to rip it?
I kind of want to just rip it.
You know, not just to rip this yellow. If you could ever bring the shooter in and disturb those reds, you don't like that overlap. They're going to use that as a guard.
Yep.
Makes the peel, does get his shooter all the way across and out of play.
You gotta go around those.
Nowhere left to hide now for Jeff Hartung
right
except to
back
come
there.
around the two reds.
I think so.
You probably intern, eh?
Intern, I think, way out
I
there.
think so,
and see
Jay.
If you can carve it around. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna get some. We're gonna get a. It's gonna be a little heavier.
I
don't know.
I'd say probably
It'll be good
a touch
there.
more because even if you're, as long as you're buried,
Yeah.
if you're a little deep,
Yeah.
it's fine. You don't have to be right in the center.
Yeah.
So yeah, just here.
Yeah,
think you're
you could
looking more around
tell
the
where
field
Anthony
line.
really wanted
I agree.
to
I agree, Jay.
get
I'm
that
good
peel
with
a
that.
little skinnier and move those rocks around.
Yeah, well, they knew this shot was coming. Still got to be made, though. This is not easy. Coming
That's
from
exactly what I got.
I got 10.
Wait only.
room outside the edge
Quite
of
a
the
ways
12
out
foot. You
there.
haven't seen a lot of rocks thrown out here, and even the weight's a bit of a guess now.
Line's good. Make sure it's back there.
Right here.
Make sure it's back there. Yep. Go.
Gotta go.
This is where you gotta be.
Hard. Really gotta go. It's coming down. Hard. Hard, guys. Get it, boy.
It's fine.
Yep.
I got it,
Hard,
Chad.
hard, hard, hard.
Go, Chad. I got
Get it back there. Hard, hard.
Toss, bud.
Oh, really
Pretty
nice
good
shot
roll,
by
Jay.
Jason Krupski. He said
good
going
shot.
out into the unknown parts
just
of
know
that
that you gotta almost
sheet
weld it.
3.
Yeah.
Control or
Two.
normal?
I like normal.
and then hope to
Like
make a
edge
triple
rock,
or
eh?
something.
This side, eh?
Yeah.
Nice throw.
And he has to play on the top, right? No, he doesn't. Nice normal. Yep.
Hair down, baby.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Hard.
Hard lights. Hard lights.
Oh, hard.
Hard lights.
Makes the hit, stays right there now. Caught a piece of the one at the back, but still rolls it out.
Good way to do this soft.
I think you have
Really
to play
soft?
that.
Yeah, if that's there, I think
I
that's
think
the
we
shot.
have to try that soft.
I think that's
all
our
you
only
need.
option.
Yeah, if the roll's there, that's your best chance.
Like
You
just
gotta kind of roll it
We
right
gotta
Well,
bring
you
that
just
back.
Roll it
right
past
away,
where the
so-
like-
jam is.
I well just to hear you, I think right to the
Yeah.
to the back.
Yeah, that's the shot.
I don't see anything else.
I don't either.
You know, when they talk about soft, it doesn't even have to be a takeout. You could play this like a
Probably
draw
go
weight
here.
split. As long as you get that stone out of the 8 foot, you'd be sitting. The two yellows would have
This
it
time
beat
we
at the
got-
back.
We got
Yeah,
two-
that's
got 2
right.
minutes.
The key
Probably
is
wouldn't mind a
Go back
back
here?
line weight just
I
so you
think
can
so.
get a little bit more of that roll.
yeah. Well, the key is to get this in behind the
We don't
reds
really
somehow.
necessarily have to kill it. We could push
All
it
you
to
have to
the
do is just
push it to the side of the 12 foot
Yeah.
works too, Jason.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all about the roll, right?
Looking hack
What do
here.
you guys think? Like, we probably need that, don't we? Because we're
We
just
gotta,
playing.
we gotta
gotta roll
roll a
a long
long
ways.
ways.
Yeah. You're right.
Firm hack.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not light. Weight's
Yep.
good.
Yep, gotta go. Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Whoa.
Curl!
Come on, finish.
No,
Makes
no,
the
no,
hit.
no, no, no.
Oh, exactly as they
Rolls it
threw it
across
out.
to the corner of the 4 foot. Sits for shot rock, more importantly, underneath the two reds.
That's pretty good there.
Nice throw.
Anywhere over the Jeffy roll.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, you're saying there's a chance.
T-line, hey? A little bit deeper?
Anywhere in the, yeah. Like he's got to hit that. He's got to hit the two rock first, right?
We're for sure
I'd seen
third
him throw
shot,
the
right?
outturn
Yeah.
there for that nose.
Okay.
Because it shoots.
Time out.
Calling their timeout. We don't have a good look at the clocks, but assume that's just to make sure they've got plenty of time to throw here.
time here?
The only thing he has to avoid is any kind of a triple, and the two ways to do that is if he leaves this too high or slides too far.
He's staying on this inside. I mean, this is the way to go, but this does seem to be the little faster side of the sheet also.
Pressure's picked it up right away.
Come on, boys. Hard. 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 Come on. It's good.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Keep going.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Good spot.
Oh, clutch draw.
Graze.
What's that?
Can't really hit.
Perfect. A shot.
I don't think you have anything.
Like this.
Ah,
This
yeah.
one's beating that back one out, eh?
Yeah. No, don't think you have anything.
I don't think he has anything either, but they will take a quick look at it.
I
There's
don't
no
know.
point.
You really don't have much.
I don't either. I don't.
Great
Not
sweep
much.
judge
'Cause
there.
This just. What does this do?
No.
It's not there.
I don't think so.
Is it?
Even
I don't think you. Well, what? We don't have any other shot, right?
No.
Throw it.
okay.
Yeah.
Try and graze it and graze it.
Should hit enough to kill that, maybe.
Yeah.
And just by an
There's
inch or
nothing
so,
up there.
Yeah, I don't
because
think
that
so either.
red rock is out counting that back
Yeah,
8-foot one, it
he's
completely
got it
takes
locked in
away
there
that
pretty good.
tick double.
So what they're looking at here, if they can just a very thin hit on the first red stone, bring the shooter back and get the one at the back of the forefoot. The problem is when you're that thin on the first one, it's probably not making contact with the second one.
Whoa. Whoa. No. Yeah. Hard Chevy. Hard Chevy. Okay. Just couldn't get
Makes
that
the
one.
thin double on the two reds, but it did not touch the third one.
That was
Jeff
so
Hartung
close to it.
picks
too.
up 2, but needed 3 to get the extra end, so they will be eliminated. Brady Kendel moves on. And that concludes all of the action here in this draw. Kim Hudson has made her way down to ice level. We'll see if we can get a word with Brady Kendel. Well, an exciting game. And a couple of missed opportunities perhaps will haunt the Jeff Hartung foursome.
Yeah, the missed opportunity for the Kendel team didn't cost them nearly as much.
Kim is with Brady now.
Yeah, I've got Brady here. Nice draw here in 10. A little bit of trouble there.
Yeah, it was not looking super good, but just had to make a good draw, and we were kind of hoping that it was in the right spot. So.
Yeah, well played. It was a good team effort. Back to the fifth end, showing a lot of patience, by the way, giving up the weight that you did in the fifth end, giving a deal when you had a chance for 3, but great finish after that, a lot of patience.
Yeah, we just kind of came back and wanted to build a good end for ourselves, and maybe get a 3 back, and we did that. So.
Yeah. It was tough for you guys coming off a loss, having to go back-to-back right out here again, but way to handle it well.
Yes, we didn't really need to stretch or anything, so we just kind of got some food and we're back at it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you get a little bit of rest, but you're back on in the next draw again, so good luck and keep on playing.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, and that concludes everything here on Draw 9. We want to thank everybody for being with us tonight, and for those of you who were with us all day, thank you for that as well. We will be back, as we said, for Draw 10, the B final, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's on CurlSask. And the playoffs, for those of you watching on SaskTel Max, begin at 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
Good night.